my god.
I'm decided to double down. Oh, while we're waiting, need to get Sirenscape set up.
Yeah, I haven't reset that up since it did an update.
Oh, is it? Oh, because it was a bit funny with you, wasn't it? Like it just wasn't opening or something. Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, I mean I had it working before. It's just now whenever I try and open it, it's
it
like,
says,
I can't connect because you've not updated.
Yeah,
and I can't be bothered to go and update it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's not one of the things that like you just click the update button in the thing. You have to go back on the website, find the installer.
Re-download
it as the new
click an
installer.
update would be I would have done it, but I'm way too lazy for anything else. Yeah, Nalen's got the gobbo dog disease. We killed an orc. I think we've got a couple more areas to go. We know there's a trap, so we need to avoid the trap.
You fucking arsehole.
Yeah, well, you called me out, so I thought I need to double down.
But what if I really was hurt and upset by you? You doubling down just
Well,
that would
okay, I genuinely thought that you were actually genuinely upset, but then you sent the guys, I can't come tonight, something's come up. And I was like, oh thank God. Oh dear. I was really worried.
Okay, my legs are fine, it's my hips that have issues.
Don't worry, I have the body of an old man, so I'm already one step ahead of you, I reckon. It takes me 15 minutes to get out of bed because my back hurts. Once I lifted something up wrong, like an old man. Never goes well. Right. Sirenscape, first of all.
Oh, I need to log into that.
Let me see. And he's there. I'll just see if it might be a different link because sometimes it is.
Is it the same?
You lagged out there.
Is it the same one as we used on Monday?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it disconnects, but I think that it like changes every week or something like that. But then again, I've got like someone who's I haven't played with in like 3 months is on there. It's very unclear to me like when it kicks people out and when it doesn't.
Cool. I'll just open the player and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
How does it's been a while? How does someone use some Sirenscape again?
Open the Sirenscape application.
Yes.
And does it say you're the game master?
No. It says this device is not linked to any account.
Oh, does it say something about a pin underneath that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then go on sirenscape.com/pin. And if you're still logged in, it should fix itself.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, the trick is to never turn your computer off. And that seems to avoid most of the issues.
Oh shit. Well, that's lost forever. Right, where's my other pencil?
Okay, I'm good.
Connected. And
Yeah,
now
thanks,
does it
bud.
say, like, actually, wait, I'll see on mine. It says she's connected.
I need to upgrade.
That's if you want to do the GM. Now follow the link in Discord chat and it should fix itself. Yeah, got you. So I'll leave it to everyone else to join as we get on, because hopefully not everyone has technical difficulties, as we often do. So, end of last session. I think the most important takeaway from anything anyone saw was Naylin she coughed a bit funny a minute ago, and she wasn't wearing a mask, which is the worst bit.
Kill her, burn her.
She has the plague. I
cast burning hands.
I tipped my hand a little bit in telling you that you had contracted goblin pox, which is about as bad as it sounds. But what actually happened at the end of last session is, after having defeated a triple run on combat, I think it was, because you fought some people and then like they kind of just like started moving and the combat didn't really stop halfway between, so kind of just kept going in a very, very long combat. Defeated a veritable horde of goblin/goblinoid/goblin bugbear things, one ogre and as far as you can tell, a doppelganger. The weird pallid greyish blue skin, large like swimming pool reflective surface, like deep blue black eyes. But other than that, as far as I can tell, you aren't entirely certain on the exact nature of what is going on here, but it appears that something is going on, hence the doppelganger, who, as far as you can tell, has infiltrated these goblins, for lack of a better goblins, for lack of a better term. But with that, I would say the temps, what do you want to do? But you don't have a group name yet. What do you guys want to do?
I feel like we did have a name at one point. Oh, I don't know. I wrote down the bull bags.
That
was a while ago, though.
I did read that, I think, earlier today. I was scrolling up through the chat and I found it. But by the way, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The one to the left or the right? It is trapped, yes, but you don't know what's behind it. The other one, keep going. It is, as you've been told. If in that case, that's close enough. I'll say, yeah, it's the barracks. Essentially, it's where people sleep. And then the one to the right, I don't think you were told. You haven't like checked for traps or anything, but you do know that behind it is so it's like the officers almost. That's like the separate from the regular barracks. That's where the people who are slightly more in charge go to lay their head. And Gorbag would have told you all that.
Cut out the little men first.
Did we have a short rest?
You can be doing one right this very second.
Well, I need a bit of a breather. Oh, my back. Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, you took like one hit that knocked you out of spider form and then took a bit out of your health points, if I remember correctly, yeah. So I imagine that shoulder is acting up a little bit.
How many health points? Oh, yeah. If we're taking this short rest, I'd like to do some.
Well, apart from hit points. Oh right, okay. So you're you're missing a raid. Yeah. How many have you got remaining? Is it just just one or two? Okay, yeah. Yeah, because it was a big run on combat. I don't think you ever stopped raging halfway between. Okay, yeah, cool. So, you guys spend the next hour. You close the door, bar them, whatever. You like slump his giant like club up against the door, like where it locks, just to make sure no one can come in. Take a little breather. I don't think I massively mentioned it, but this room reeks. I think actually tell you what, that's what over the course of the short rest. Yeah, it was the prestidigitation of thaumaturgy or something like that, just like to try and get rid of the smell. I will say it does work, but it's only a cantrip, and this smell is at least 3rd level. So it does eventually come back. Like the last 15 minutes of the rest, you're like, oh god, it's like someone has farted like the next room over, and it slowly wafts in. But yeah, no, your rest goes off without a hitch. Hit points, and I guess it's just. Oh no, do you have bardic inspiration on short rest now, Barman, or is that next level? I know it's soonish.
I think I'm only
Apologies, I
level
was
1
completely
bard.
on mute the whole time there.
Okay, so basically, then the only thing you get back on short rest is wild shapes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Well, as I said, after you've taken a sit down, rested up, what do you guys want to do?
Well,
Are we
need to
Sorry, are we short rested?
short rest, yeah.
Well, I'm certainly not feeling very good at all. I think I need to I don't really know. I just don't feel too great.
Can we see the bite on her?
I'll say that you all look pretty banged up, and it's not the first time she's been bitten by one of these. I remember because this is like the 3rd time unlucky that you got bitten by a goblin dog. But I'd say the I don't think you can see a bite out of the ordinary, but she looks a bit sweaty. And I'll say, Naylin, you just feel like it's just. Is it hot in here? Or is it just me that kind of just getting a bit sweaty?
I'd like to point out that Honu is keeping 1.5 meters distance at all times, and he's actually like bedded his head into his shell a little bit, almost like a face covering.
Very considerate of him.
How many people are together? Rule of 6, isn't it?
I think we've got 6 with gore bag.
Oh shit!
Cool.
Yeah.
So Amon-Ra wants to know if amputation will help with goblin pox.
Need to find out.
I've rolled 14 on the medicine check. I've preempted it, so I've rolled a 14.
Okay,
already.
all right. So with the medicine check, you're thinking like maybe within like a snake bite. The only time that trying to suck the poison out of it is like, almost immediately after you get immediately after you get bitten. Otherwise, like 5 seconds go by and it's not worth it because your blood starts. The poison gets pumped around by your heart. It's the same in this sort of sense. Like once bitten, the goblin pox is a combination of like bacteria carried by fleas and the fleas themselves. So within a second of being bitten by a goblin dog, it's like 10 seconds go by. You could chop a leg off and it'd help, but she's too far gone. There's only one thing to do.
Just kill her.
Yes, it's for her own safety, really. It's a mercy kill.
I don't have a lot of you. No fucking no. To do that.
And that's what my 14 medicine check tells me, is that she needs to die.
Yeah.
Put her
We all know
down.
what Armand Ra's like.
Yeah.
He won't
The
even
sooner
blink.
the better. I'll say that.
You still one wishbone, all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Well, have we got anyone that can deal with that trap?
Oh, yeah, probably. That would be me. Who'd have thought?
Well,
Okay then.
well,
Ashton appeared to be
Bullbands.
neck deep in a book at the time of this being brought up, so it was a bit slow to the ball.
Just writing down things about amputation.
I mean,
Look into amputation. Appears to cure all diseases.
Go bag. What's that trap? What does it actually do?
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to do my Goldberg voice on sec.
Yeah, you are.
I've forgotten. I meant to do some practice earlier. I've forgotten. As far as I can recall, is that it? Is it? It's a bit less nasal
that's
than
a
that.
bit like
Close
that.
As far as I can recall, it appears to emit some form of poison gas.
And how does it trigger?
If you try and open the door and you don't have the safe key password sort of situation, the door will open, mind you, but you will be sprayed with some rather noxious fumes.
All right. I'm gonna.
And well, surely we have the key on either the big guy or the puddle
it's
of
not so-
whatever that is.
It's not so much a key as much as it is a mechanical hidden switch. Apologies, I must have misspoken.
Do you know where the hidden switch is?
Personally, no. I wasn't allowed in the barracks, so they never told me.
Great.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can find it?
Yeah, sure, make a investigation. So, pretty safe in the knowledge that if you try and the trap's not going to set off unless you try and open the door. So you're like, okay, cool, I can just fiddle around with it as I want. You climb up, and immediately you can tell. So the way the statue is at the moment is it's like it is on Roll20. It's like a sword. It's a big stone statue of a dwarf with a sword planted in the ground, and both of his hands are holding onto the hilt, like he's almost plunging it downwards, but in like it's not an action pose. You find a crease, as if like where it would pivot around like a joint near his elbow, and around like where his hand meets the handle of the blade.
Like, okay, so a crease.
Yes, like a seam. A seam is probably better.
So that's where the gas comes out of, I'm guessing.
Oh no, you can also find that it comes out of his mouth. Well, his nose
Oh,
actually.
right.
It's these two nose holes are very deliberately, and you can see on the inside they're like metal lined.
And does it look like if I put a rapier or some shit or a dagger in both sides, it would be fine?
Fine is a very relative term. What it would likely do is build the pressure up a lot more. So when you inevitably have to pull the rapier and dagger out, it goes like shotgun blast you with poison. But you do recognise the seams around the elbow specifically appear to be quite worn away, as if the arm has been like turned.
All right, I'll try and rotate the arm.
Okay, sweet. So you just spin the arm around until it's sort of like, instead of having both hands on the sword, it is now like one hand is pointing towards the doorway, and you don't hear a click. Nothing appears to happen. It's set as far to the side as it will go. But you're certain that this is the only moving part that you can see that isn't like a poison dispersal system.
All right, I'll go back and say that I think I've disarmed it. Do you want me to go through and check first?
Well, unless someone else volunteers.
Oh no, you're in a shell.
Mm-hmm. I'm particularly not inclined to be happy about the notion.
Oh, I didn't ask that.
Anyone's happy to do it. But I will note, turtles can hold their breath for like 2 hours.
Fine. I guess you're just gonna stand there and look at me until I do it anyway.
I didn't say that.
So you make your way up.
Yep.
Sweet. So you start creeping forward over to the door. I assume you're going to try and do this stealthily.
I will attempt to.
If I egg him on from the sidelines, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can have advantage. Sure, why not? So you tiptoe over, and by tiptoe I mean just fully walk over with no little care in the world. You grab the door handle, swing it open, and it doesn't there's no of gas being released. Nothing happens. It opens. Make an investigation check and also a perception check.
Oh God. Wrong button. So
Good to know.
Just spouting off facts about himself in his last moments.
Perception and sorry, what?
Investigation.
Investigation.
So, with both of those, you see on the floor, there's basically you can see where it would have tripped. It's a compartment on the back of the door that appears to connect into the ground somehow. And if there's some switch is flicked, some mechanical thing happens, the gas is released. You can see it's been bypassed, so you're scot-free. The trap is disarmed. However, with a 15 perception, now let's see if a -2, you see as the door opens, you can see one goblin speaking to someone else at the other side of the room.
I attack.
He's. I'll finish narrating. He appears to be sat on the edge of the bed, his legs swinging, like a child being read a bedtime story. But just going in a horrible goblin screechy language. And you see he turns to see you and goes, and it's.
Oh,
Sorry.
You glitched out a bit there.
He appears to be the only one who has seen you.
Well, he's getting a lance to the face.
Okay,
How far away is he? How far away is he? From me?
Within throwing distance.
Okay, yeah, I totally.
Tell you what, then I will delete this. You should be able to see. So as you throw the lance, both doors swing open, and so you can see the three in the north side as well. But the one in the south is the one you could see originally. 12 because he is surprised. He's not going to do it, unfortunately. Let me switch the trip to something more interesting. And then I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Bonus action, pop into my shell.
Of course.
Thought I'd better chuck that one in there last minute.
Go on, Herman.
Oh, good news. They're all like shit. Because of course they did.
Bad news, not as bad as us.
Oh wow, you guys didn't roll great either. So what is Naylin's dexterity modifier?
Ooh,
Nailin?
fuck.
Hello.
You good? I heard someone have a internet seizure for a second there.
Is she
Oh,
muted?
You are muted. I don't know
Is that
if you're
something
aware.
you're muted.
But her modifier is 3.
Yeah, she rolled 7 plus 3.
She may have died.
Oh, right, I can see it in chat. Yeah. So I'll. Well, we don't have to worry about her for a little while, which is very helpful. So I'm going to set hers to 12, and this one to 11, that one to 10, just so they're all in order. And I think that is everyone accounted for and lined up. So starting off is Erwin. You hear Honu just go like throw his lance, and you, oh shit, immediately have to get up. This is after the short rest, so you can put your hit points back and stuff if you haven't already.
Okay, I think I'm pretty far away.
You can see Honu, or at least you know where he is. But everything
I
else
can't
is...
at the moment.
Oh, can you not? Okay, well, he's just round the
No.
corner. You know where he is, like, at least nominally. No, sorry,
I'm going to move
notionally.
my 25 foot forwards.
Mhm.
Because I'm a short, slow old man.
Currently, all you
I-
see is a shell on the floor.
Yeah. Which typically only happens if he's being transported or someone, i.e., him, is in danger.
Yep, because of that, I will then turn into a giant spider.
Cool. You turn into a giant spider. Consider it done.
Which is my bonus action, and I will just use my action to dash.
Sure thing. Are you attaching to the ceiling or anything, or are you just going to scuttle along the floor?
I'm going to scuttle across the left-hand wall.
Okie dokie. Always good to know.
I think that puts me there, I think. Oh, I can actually get further than that. I said left-hand wall, didn't I? I'm going to transition to the roof once I get through that door.
Okay, sure. It is a bit higher than the hallway. It's only like 5 feet, so you don't have to worry about...
So I'll just move myself back a little
No,
farther.
it's right, because it's a diagonal, so you can, no problem. But just so you're aware, the ceiling in this room is 15 feet high, just for later. Like an entire person could run underneath you, and there's no issue.
Yep.
Next up is Honu.
Another attack at the same goblin.
The poor child.
So bonus action out of shell, stand up. So literally like stereotypical like Pokemon style Squirtle. See the shell jumping through the air and then arms, legs sprout.
I was thinking a Pokeball opening, and you just like you're stood in its place. Sure, yeah. Absolutely. 23, of course, is going to hit.
Good.
12 points of slashing damage is enough to kill it.
It's just a 10 because I'm not raging.
Oh, right, okay. Well, 10's going to kill it anyway. Get that on the map layer. Sweet, that's gone with. You open the door, and just with two almost like lashing from side to side, like Kratos with the swords of chaos, whatever they're called. It's just like with this huge lance. You don't even like reel it in halfway through. You just turn into a shell while it's still like out in the room. Get back up, whip it to the side, and decapitate this goblin.
That's
no issue. So 15 feet of movement left.
I will. Yeah, I'll probably come into the room a little bit, just beyond, just staying behind this giant spider that I've come to know as a familiar.
Yeah, you're not sure where Erwin goes when the spider shows up, though. That's still a mystery.
That's still a real mystery.
And also, of course, how I apologize, I can't remember your old character's name. That's technically the same character, but isn't really.
Katao.
That's it, Katao. I was thinking Kahai, but that's Honu's title, yeah.
I think I think we've established what happened to Katao now. I kind of got that bit.
Okay, you've got the grasp on that, okay, yeah. But you're not sure how Katao and the spider are related, because the spider was here when Katao was as well.
That's
so
right.
It's all a bit...
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, that is your turn. And, okay, this goblin, first up, is going to... Where's his sheet? Awesome. So, I think he is going to fire an arrow at the big spider. Fire that out. 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and bonus action, he is going to hide under the bed. Oof, very good. You see him on the map, but you don't see where he goes. Then it is Nailin issues with us.
Sorry, I was on my laptop and trying to find the unmute button is a nightmare. I don't even know where I am, to be quite honest. I'm in here and I want to go up there. So I'm going to not do that because that's fucking useless.
Okay, so now we know that
So
Mance
who
is an angry
voted for Nathan to do something stupid?
I did.
Wait, what?
I did because I thought she was going to like make a deal with the devil to cure herself of the disease.
I'm like, I don't know where everyone is. I can't see anything, so I'm just sort of going to chill here.
Okay. I can
um,
describe the room to you if you'd like, using the magic of words.
Good. I can't see any creepy things yet, but I'm gonna hold a spell.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have a good old inflict wounds ready
Okay.
in case anything creepy decides to come out.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Why are you laughing at me?
Okay, right. This bugbear is going to provoke 2 attacks of opportunity to go to Nailin, just so she keeps talking. Let's see. Yeah, this guy is going to stand up on the bed, bounce off the mattress, and try and like smack the spider off of the ceiling. Like an incredibly violent child as a slumber party. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That one does hit.
Okay, 7 points of piercing damage. Just squish up, like whacks you into the ceiling. That is his turn. That's all he has to do. Astrid, you're watching all of this from 15 feet away.
Good. I'm gonna go. Oh, right. No, you might get somewhere. 1. Ooh, fun. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, so you very plainly see the beds in this bedroom, and a pile of crates up against the northwest corner of the wall.
I'm gonna go 4. I can run into the spider, right?
Yes.
Cool. 5, 6, 7. My boots and stab.
Okay, sweet. So you like almost like start to knee slide, but like, oh, I don't need to do that, and just sort of like lunge upwards at this bugbear who's on top of this bed. 23 does hit. 15 points of piercing damage is not something to sniff at. Anything else? Got bonus action still.
No, I'm gonna stay here because I can disengage, but I can't go bloody anywhere. Just 1. No, it's fine. I'm gonna leave
sweet.
it. It'll be fine.
Omra. Everyone has abandoned you. It's just you and Gorbag. Well, it appears that we are alone together once more.
Does Gorbag want to lay with me upon the bed?
You're very quiet.
Am I?
Yeah, actually, that might be. I've turned you down. Let's see.
I have to adjust him several times through a thing.
You've turned him down, but Bullbag won't.
Is that better?
That's perfect.
Yeah, I had to turn myself down because Nina was watching TV.
All right. Okay, so
I was gonna ask Gorbag if he wants to lay on the bed, but I've decided against that.
well, my legs are feeling slightly tired. He goes to sit down on the bed. You go and do your turn now.
I'm gonna sit there. Not sit there. I'm gonna stand there. I can see this bugbear.
Yep.
And I will deem him as hostile. And I will.
Very good assumption because Astrid's sword is currently inside his stomach.
And I will say upon him, I will say to him even, dude, you're fucking hairy. I'd like him to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. It's hereditary. How much damage does he take?
2 damage and disadvantage on his next turn.
Okay. He starts frowning. Like, it's not my fault. I'll just remember that. That's not a problem. Cool. Anything as a bonus action?
As a bonus action, no.
Okie dokie. So that is your turn. Then this little dude right here. So you see this looks like a goblin, but it's wearing a wolf's like pelt over its head. So at first it looks like a wolf walking like on its back legs. Steps around the corner and chants a couple of words under its breath. And then he begins to sneeze violently. That is going to be 6 points of fire damage to Astrin, and 3 points of fire damage to I want to call you wild shapes again, to Erwin, and 3 points of fire damage to Honu, as he just begins to like he steps out and just violently starts sneezing, and the snot just like sprays everywhere, collides with some of you, and begins to burn away the skin.
How much damage?
3 damage to you, 3 damage to Owen, and 6 to Astrid. Yes. Sorry, bro. Then that is going to be he actually, as a bonus action, he is also going to hide. I don't think his stealth check is going to be quite as good as the other ones, though, because he's not as good at it. It's not too bad. Okay, Owen. So this guy has disappeared from sight. What's your passive perception?
Only 10 is my spider.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's within 10 foot of me, I instantly detect him.
Yeah, it's so this bugbear is the only one that you can spot at the moment. The other ones have ducked underneath their beds and you don't have line of sight or anything.
These small goblins ducked as well, is he?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. That changes my plan. I'm going to move to the other side of the bugbear and kind of just drop on him and try and pin him to the bed.
Sure, yeah. Is that going to be an attack, or are you trying to grapple him?
I mean, I might as well just do an attack. Yeah.
Actually, if you're dropping on him, I'll say that. First of all, let me move you to that. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're dropping on him, I'll say if you're willing to take some damage, he's willing to take some damage.
I mean, I don't really want to take some damage.
It's like the self-destructive elbow drop. Very bad for your spine, but it's even worse for theirs.
Yeah, I was more just going to pounce and bite him.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Sweet 17 is going to hit. 6 piercing, and then even if he succeeds at the poison, half damage will kill him. So you land on this one and just like pin him to the bed, and you see like froth starts building up in his mouth as the poison takes over his system. I will
web him to the bed.
Okay, you like pick the entire bed up and do that like thing spiders do when they spin something around in their legs. Yeah. And just like stick him to the bed immediately. You would say that's your bonus action if you want.
Yeah, fine.
And your movement, or the rest of your movement?
Yeah, that guy's within 10 foot now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see him, so I'm going to go into melee range with him.
Sweet. So yeah, as you land, you hear like from behind the bed, and immediately like your whole body just spins on the spot towards him. Honu.
Rinse and repeat, I guess. Another attack with the lance to this guy over here.
That one. Oh, actually, what's your passive perception? That guy. I don't think you can't see him from that angle because he's like, yeah, he's hidden behind the. So I'll put a.
Well, in that case, I would move into the room and looking for anything or anyone to attack.
Yeah, so you know that where they are. They've ducked behind the beds. You just don't have a line of sight on them. So once you get to there, though, you can see his legs poking out.
Yep. So does a 16 hit?
16 does hit. And then how much damage is that?
14 piercing.
God. 14 kills him twice. And you just like pin him to the floor and whip the lance back. Put it on that layer. He is dead. Bonus action, and if you have any movement left.
No, it's fine. I'll stay where I am. But I will literally be stalking the area, ready to go for anything and move my way.
So yeah, you're still on high alert essentially. Neelim, no one came around the corner. Still looking for that unmute button.
Are the two the same characters on there other than the bugbear hobgoblins or normal goblins?
These are goblins. Hobgoblins are red.
Cool, yeah, thank you.
Their pictures of like a samurai.
Yeah, oh yeah, it basically looks like a big red samurai man. With a comically wide nose, if I remember correctly.
Hello, sorry.
Oh my days.
Struggling a bit.
Fuck's sake. It's because it's the first time that I'm doing this on my laptop because I couldn't be bothered. I'm on the phone to my mum as well. Mum wants to know how I'm doing. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Tell her you're not doing too well.
Huh?
You want to tell her you're not doing too well.
Mum, I'm not doing too well.
Because you've got the rabies.
I have rabies, Mum. Save me.
I thought it was pronounced herpes.
You're a funny boy.
Meow.
Yeah, I know I am. And what?
Shut up, you sussy little bitch. I want to guide and roll this thing.
Fuck it, you know what? Sure.
What?
He's the one that you think you can see is actually hidden underneath the bed, but fuck it, why not?
Oh, I was talking about this. I didn't realise that was what's his name.
You mean you want to attack the spider?
Right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, a 12 does not hit.
It's like a beam of ultraviolet light ricochets into the ceiling.
I'm going to look back at it and go like, the front two arms are going to be like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You do
What
the
the
thing that you're
fuck?
doing in your picture. You go like, the front fangs kick up.
I'm sort of just gonna wince a little bit and just, oh, sorry.
It turns around and it just has Erwin's face. It's the giant spider with a human face, like the thing from the episode of Black Mirror. That's your turn, Astrid. You know where the last one is hiding, and I think you have enough movement that you can get around to a place where you can see them.
I can. Would I have stealth in this one? Not stealth. Sneak.
Unless you hit, sort of try to approach stealthily, then no.
Would that take an action or a bonus action to try?
A bonus action would indeed work as a stealth check.
Do I want to do that? No. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see him there?
Yes, you can.
Stab.
Stab.
15 does hit, and 12 points piercing damage doesn't kill him. Curious.
Then I would like to say disengage, and then I'm going to 1, 2, 3. If it would work. 1, 2, 3, bye.
Okay, so you just sort of almost skip over, just do, yeah, and then just turn on one heel and just immediately go back to where you started. Omra.
I'm gonna 5, 10. And I can't see this guy, can I?
No.
No. So I'm just gonna be like, oh, combat's over.
Stop.
You see Hono is still in combat pose, just looking left, looking right, like a paranoid person going through a Vietnam War flashback.
Can I hold an Eldritch Blast for anyone that pops up?
Absolutely. And someone does pop up if you'd like to make your attack roll. 12 is going to miss, unfortunately.
I was startled by him getting up so quickly. Ah!
You also shoot at the spider.
Does the 12 hit the spider?
I don't think it does, no, because the
No,
12
doesn't.
4 doesn't.
Sorry.
So he is going to cast. He goes, stink bomb! I need Astrid, Honu, and Owen to make a Constitution save, please.
With a +5 as well. What the fuck?
In my wild shape, I think I just used the con, right?
You use the wild shapes con, yeah. Unless you're proficient with Constitution saving throws. But-
I'm not.
Okay, well, yeah. So just the wild shapes con then.
Spider be fine.
So, Astrid and Spider, you feel absolutely fine. Honu, this little creature throws like literally just a stink bomb at your feet, and you just almost out of reflex, like just breathe in and just get like a lungful of fart gas, and begin coughing your lungs out. You basically have the effect of a slow spell on your next turn. You can only attack once and all that, move at half speed, all that jazz. And then he is going to run over here and use his bonus action. You hear something go ka-chunk, and that's going to be his turn. Owen.
Oh well, I mean, I'm pretty pissed at my own team right now, but I think I'll still be a team player and assume it was an accident, and I'll talk to them about it later. So I'm just going to charge in, and I'm going to bite it.
14 does hit, and no matter what, you are going to kill. So you latch onto this goblin's head and just like twist your head like anti-clockwise, like a whole way around once, and the momentum snaps its neck. So he is dead, and this time for realsies, Amra, you're out of combat, not just pretend out of combat. So you clear out this room of goblins and bugbears. You see very clearly that this is barracks. There are beds lined up against the walls. Don't let the map fool you. They are not this nice. Mostly just piles of furs and hay. It smells not much better than the ogre room. Maybe a little bit less feces, but still like really bad. And there's this big pile of crates and such over in the top left corner, and something going on with that guy who ran over there and ka-chunked something.
I'll collect the ears of these guys and then go and deal with the ear of that guy. Is it a goblin?
It is a goblin, yes. As I said, at first it didn't quite look like one because it had this like wolf spelt pulled over its head. But upon closer inspection, you peel it away. It looks like a particularly frail-looking goblin, particularly dirty. But
can I see what the ka-chunk noise
sure,
was?
yeah, that's going to be investigation check. Of course. So, 17 investigation. You find a hidden panel in the wall that it like pressed in that functions as a button. When clicked in, it now works as a handle, and the door that apparently has been revealed can slide to the left or right.
I'll sneakily poke my head through.
Sure, you slide to the side a little bit. You see a very short hallway with some stairs in it leading up to the back side of a secret door. You can tell it's the back side of the door. And that there is a secret door on the other side.
Cool.
Does the Wolfman have anything on him?
He has a lot of things on him. Most of them appear to be rocks and old like bird corpses. One of which has like a bite taken out of it, just like out of the top. It's very strange.
Classic goblin.
Classic goblin. He has a strangely ornate like way about himself. Like the in pulling from Game of Thrones again, but the when they go meet the wildlings for the first time, there's that one dude who's like wears bones, and you're like, oh, he's the weird one. You kind of get the same vibe out of this guy. Like he's got this wolf's pelt, and he's got like a necklace made of bones that almost looks like that the Tutankhamun's like neck brace, but made out of just like different leg and arm bones.
Wait, it's not like Hanu's Uncle Sam or something, is it?
In his dying moments, he turns to you. Oh no, my child!
How's the wolf pelt?
It doesn't look like it was professionally skinned. Is the best. Like that's probably the highest compliment I could pay it.
Well, that wasn't very high at all.
That's yes.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Is there anything else going on in the room that we should know about, i.e., any crates or boxes or anything?
There are. There's like the boxes that the corpses sort of like splayed across.
Can we open any of them? Do they
Yeah.
look-
Go through. You can crack some of them open. A lot of them are like stolen crates from deliveries and such. So there's a bit of it looks like maybe like, oh, these are supplies. If they weren't goblins, there's like grain, nails, things like that. Like mostly just random source materials rather than like full of gold or whatever.
Sure.
But let me just double check. I believe there is scattered around the place a couple of handy things.
In the meantime, while everyone's doing that, I am going to web nail into the wall.
Yeah, make the attack roll. It's an attack roll, right?
Oh, completely missed.
So you just like spray it at Naylin's feet. Naylin, you'll serve.
She doesn't even know what's going on.
What?
I think Erwin should have disadvantage on the next attack roll just for the shame of shooting his load too early.
Whoa, it wasn't too early.
It was a nat 1. It was too
Premature
early.
ejaculation.
I'm pretty sure the shame of it's enough. I don't need disadvantage.
Even for a spider, we can see the blushing.
Look, we don't talk about it, all right?
Oh, I'm going to go back and grab your bag and then.
Oh yeah, Gorbag's just sitting in that room.
Yeah. You walk in, he's got his eyes closed and he has his lips pursed, like pointed out. Like he's awaiting a kiss. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just spending some time by myself. And he gets up and like dusts himself off and that's to like take a minute and then he walks in.
Cool.
I should say, going through all these supplies, you do find in one of them there's like a delivery slip, like this should have been delivered to blah 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 on this day. It's full of just like nails that are so old that they've rusted together into one like big block of metal and are basically completely useless. You also find this like thick black potion in a vial. It moves like a particularly wet porridge.
Anyone fancy trying it?
I believe for a to be able to identify a potion, all you need to do is just take like a little sip. So if you're willing to taste it,
Yeah, why not?
sure. You take a little like finger's worth, they drop it on your finger. It tastes like dirt, just like pure dirt. But it's still got like the consistency of like honey with grit in it. But afterward you feel sort of like you feel faster almost, like you're quicker on your feet. It is a potion of cat's grace. So it does when you drink it, it casts enhanced ability on you with the effect of cat's grace specifically.
Cool. That's in the bag. We don't have a bag. That's in our inventory. We should probably do something about that.
Do you have a you have a sheet for where you put all your treasure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yep.
We're doing all right with money mind.
Hmm.
This group. We've not split it up yet.
No, I was going to say we got some money last time. We hadn't split it up. I just can't remember where we put it.
We've got 5 platinum, 485 gold, 1,254 silver, and 600 copper. Huh.
And some cooked rats.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, everything that you'd want. We've also got quite a lot of other stuff. We've got a few scrolls. I like order in things like this, so I put things into little sections.
I respect the subheadings.
Thank you.
Well, after my accident, I'm going to storm down the corridor.
Did we find out where this secret passage goes to?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, I mean, it looks pretty narrow, so Hanu's probably going to pass on that.
Also, he did it last time. It feels only fair. So, you creak open the door, and immediately you recognise a room you've been in before. The long, arrow-slit corridor that overlooks the entrance, sort of roadway up the side of the mountain.
I found a way out, guys.
Sure,
So, if you're using the incredibly sketchy bridge again.
Yeah, I thought that had died.
We need to finish what we came here to do.
Yeah, I never said we needed to go now.
It's good to know, though. Looking at the hole, could Hanu pass through, or is it really tight?
You'd be able to walk through it. It's more height wise is the issue, rather than width.
Fair enough.
If we put oil on the floor, we could probably push you down there. In your shell.
The stairs do go up, not down.
Oh.
Hanu just gives you
I
a
thought it
real
was just-
weird, like, side eye, like.
Could we ride the
Trying to
turtle?
cover me in olive oil.
No, I meant the floor.
That was like a slip and slide. Okay, oh, now I'm convinced.
Can we ride the turtle? Is that what we're talking about?
What?
Riding the turtle?
I mean, if that's what you're into, mate.
If that's some kind of thing from the olden days that I don't know about, I've never heard the phrase riding a turtle before.
Hey, I'll give anything a try once.
If I don't know what it is. And it was right. So you, Erwin storms off down the corridor on the ceiling, I assume, as a spider. Just.
Oh, I'm
away.
circling it like corkscrew.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you like out of a horror movie. You just.
Oh yeah.
All the way across the wall, floor, and ceiling. After it kind of looks like you sneezed at Nailin, but it's something about it looked a bit accidental because obviously of the natural one. But everyone sees Owen without saying a word, just storm out of the room.
Let's get a move on.
Is there anything valuable about the statue?
Maybe from like a historical standpoint, there's no like gemstones embedded in its eyes or anything like that.
Okay.
Also, you get the impression that this place has been occupied by goblins for so long. If they had something like gems in the eyes, they'd probably be pinched.
Any volunteers to open this next door?
I don't even wait. I'm already bursting through.
Okay, so you just up through the doors, swinging open the room beyond. You see basically a miniaturized version of that last room you were in, except this time it is unoccupied. There are only 4 beds, this type of bunk beds, I should say, 4 bunk beds in slightly better condition, evidenced by the fact that they are able to be bunk beds. Ceiling is still 15 feet high, but there's more crates and barrels and that sort of thing scattered around the room. Make an investigation check.
I think
Again, using skills while in wild shape. Don't do it very often. So it's just my intelligence.
Which I imagine isn't great as a giant spider. Unless you use your own. Because it's wild shape, so you use your own intelligence or whatever.
I don't actually know.
I think wild shape you use your mental stats, but it's polymorph you use the animal's mental stats.
Well, if that's the case,
Sweet. So with a 21 investigation, you immediately see this place looks like it was vacated quickly recently. You see there are a couple of like the chests that are at the feet of the beds, the smaller ones. They have been very clearly dumped out, and they are empty and open on the beds themselves. Some of the smaller, more better condition crates have clearly been opened recently as well, and there's like a scuffing of feet on the floor that indicates that a lot of people traveled through here recently and in a hurry.
You think they left here just as we were doing what we were doing?
Lost.
Because if they did, we could probably cut them off from that little secret passageway.
Lego.
What you think?
Sounds good to me.
Head out if that's gonna be the case. Nothing seems of value in here.
Oh shit. That way.
Oh, you moved your token. Oh god,
Yeah.
it's lagging out a little bit. I'm like 5 seconds behind your actual movements. This new Roll20's decided to update its dynamic lighting, and they appear to have made it just objectively worse than the old system. But apparently it's better. Just doesn't look it. Yeah, so you know of from here 2 ways to places you haven't seen before. So there's a set of crates that are like semi-blocking off a hallway to the south of where you are, leading to what looks to be a tunnel in the north, and a tunnel to the south that appears to end in a secret door heading eastward. You know not what is on the other side.
Through a secret passageway.
There was a secret passageway
No.
up to the
Back where the well
northwest.
was.
Yeah.
Oh.
We went one direction. There's still 2 more to go.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Oh, shall we go back to that then?
Mm. Scrap my idea. Let's go looking elsewhere.
Oh shit, my computer's just shut down. Right. Let me know if you find anything. I thought I charged you, little shite.
Right, so what are we doing? Are we trying to cut off some people, or we?
I think as we've not investigated other areas, I think that's now. Cool. I assume.
Okay. Okay, I put my token there, so.
I'm
As we
just
move
going
into the wrong
to
room.
change some lighting settings very quickly because I am struggling to see a thing because it's giving me about like 2 FPM frames per minute. I'll move to Gravesford. Don't worry, you don't actually go there. So, turn off.
Okay, now we're in Graysford. I think we go and see the magic person.
Restrict move. Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, we've just got a giant spider running through Graysford now.
Oh, maybe Catel's here. That slippery bastard comes and goes as he pleases. They're just fucking around while he's setting up.
sorry. Usually, when I'm like by myself, it works great. But I think it's when it like tries to calculate 5 people's movements at once or 6 people's movements at once, like, and I have to receive. Because I assume it's kind of laggy for you guys, but it's not as bad as me.
Nope.
Yeah, because I have to process like so many people's at once. I think it just does not like it one bit.
I'm guessing the fact that I was doing small movements so people could catch up didn't help.
Honestly, I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Could very well have done though.
Yeah, I was moving my token 10 foot at a time.
Let's see. Okay, there's more space. I'll move you guys back on now.
You will need to provide me sight of my wild shape again.
There you go. I have done so. Hopefully.
You have.
But
There's a
I'm,
giant box that I can't see.
yeah, I'm doing the manual style of. Oh shit! What's happened there? Christ! Now there's a big line cut in the middle of it.
Yep.
Excellent. Pretend you can't see the grey void between the worlds. I'm just going to do it manually, which is why it's so long. Apologies. And I think
Also,
that
like to remind people that we've still got the humans to get out of here as well.
yes, in the southwest. I believe you've told them we'll come and get you when it's safe. I think was the
Something like that.
Rip.
Yeah, I mean, they've given up hope by now.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
They're dead. They're all dead.
So, as I said, 2 places you can go. To the north, after having to remove all these barrels and crates and such, and then to the south, where there appears to be the secret door.
The footprints from the room, you said like there was like scuffle marks from there. Is there still like a continuation of that through this area, or?
I'll say it gets less distinct as it travels through because this
But they go in this direction.
They do go in this direction. Make a survival check if you want to see the exact route they take. 20. Okay, yeah. So DC 20. You can tell that they have moved to the secret door to the south.
Okay. Fine. While we're in this space, Hanu will quickly kind of rush over to where the humans are and go, okay, stay calm. We've got rid of a few more of these gobos. We're gonna just make sure that everywhere else is safe first. And carry on walking away.
Okay, yeah. So you they stay pretty quiet as you like talk to them as if they've like re-scared of something, and as you're about to leave, they say, "There's 4 of them. The people that you're after. There's 4 of them. Maybe more, but the 4 that we saw went that way." And she points to the south. having stayed in the cell the entire time, they did see them walk past.
Much appreciated.
They nod, but then sort of go back to the. They've basically spent the last like 2-3 hours just like waiting and hoping to God that you weren't dead, and then they saw goblins and were like, "Oh God, they came from the way they came from."
I know
They
the rest
probably
of the group
died,
that
blah, blah, blah,
we're
so-
potentially looking at another 4 individuals that have passed through this way and that they've gone south. So everyone else is in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Will my big spider form be able to squeeze through this gap?
If you walk along the walls, yes. However, after the secret door, you're uncertain. You might be able to, but you would be moving at like 5 feet per round, and it would be very uncomfortable.
Well, I'm going to let other people go first then.
Well, I might as well. I'll head down that way.
Sweet. I assume everyone follows up behind. And you go up to the secret door. Knowing where it is, you can just move it out of the way if you'd like. No checks needed.
Okay. Which way am I going?
Get rid of that, and then just remembered I have to do the manual lighting thing. There you go.
Cool.
At least a corridor that begins to snake
I
to the
am
northeast.
actively keeping an eye out for anything that looks aggressive and holding like an attack ready for that.
Yep. Consider it done. So as you continue around, it just another set of secret doors. This time, this one leads to a. It's kind of like the bank vault doors, like the giant spinning wheel handles. That you've got. You essentially finish this corridor with one of those on the wall. Appears to be attached to the back of something wooden, but it doesn't look like a door.
And this is at the end of this corridor, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I managed to get.
Oh yeah, you can move all the way to the thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it just looks like a wooden panel.
Essentially a wooden panel with this large, almost like a bank vault style wheel thing in the middle.
Okay. Looks like we got ourselves a safe room. I try and give it a gentle push to see if it gives way.
Sure thing. 1 second. Oh, what have I done there? Go. So you give it a push, and it doesn't move out of the way. Say that.
I see
It appears to have a little bit of give though, but not that it's moving outward, like it's bending a little bit,
okay.
shaking a little bit almost.
I guess I'll try and move the wheel of it. I see if that helps.
Yeah, you start spinning the wheel and you see the whole wall starts to slowly move to the side.
And can I see it beyond, or
we need a bit more of a spin, but you can, if you crack it a little bit more. If you want to roll a stealth check, I assume you're trying to do it sneakily. Yeah, what have you done with your token, Mans?
It literally disappeared. She deleted it somehow.
Right, yeah.
No, I moved my token here, and then I looked back and it was gone.
It was sat there and then literally it just disappeared.
That was not me. That was somebody else. I didn't do it.
Oh,
I didn't even know how to do it.
Have you been drinking more? Because you sound more drunk than you were 30 minutes ago.
I was on the phone to Mum. I had to try and sound sober, or she would be very disappointed in me.
You've just started at uni, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, because my stealth was really, really low, as I'm opening this door, Hanu just says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum." Ah, sense the
Oh
twitch
shit!
of the
Sorry, I was trying to be
goblins.
quiet.
Yeah. I sense the twitch of a goblin's butt.
You start to swing open the door, and it's quiet in response. There is a let me get it. What reveal? Do. Oh fuck! I've missed 2 corners. Wow, look at me go. You see there are ignore the bed in the top left. That's not actually there. There are 2 beds at the end of this chamber. All of them are significantly higher quality than the last ones you saw, which in turn were higher quality. You push on this like weird panel you've been moving, and you hear like the chinkling of china. Wow, good. The tinkling of china as the entire cupboard like swings out of the way, clearly like storing something fragile. There's a strange mix of it smells like, you know how I've described all the goblin rooms smell like a teenager's room combined with a abandoned dog shelter. This one smells like a cross between a teenage boy's room and like a meth lab. Like a really, really disturbed kid who like makes LSD in his own spare time. It's very like this acrid smell, but there's still like the undertones of BO. And you see sleeping on one of the beds at the end of the chamber, face down, is a bugbear.
Pow. He gets a lance to the back of the head.
So do you want to like sneak up beside him and like stabbed out like?
I mean, if I can, that's great.
Sure.
I mean,
he is very asleep.
That's perfect. Yeah,
he rolled a 2 on perception.
I mean, I still have to be like out of his melee range to get a regular roll, otherwise it
Oh yeah, sure.
So...
I'll say whatever your melee range is, that's you could just kill him easily. There's no problem. So, yeah, so make an attack roll and roll as if it was a crit. If you don't, obviously roll a crit.
Oh,
and then just roll another
1d12 plus 4.
Okay, yeah. So roll 2d12 plus 4 then. So 15, and then if you just roll another d12 on top of that.
So it would be 9.
15 plus 9, 24. He cannot succeed on a Constitution saving throw that strong. So you just like sneak up behind him and just plunge your lance like into his back, and he just and dies.
And he's a bugbear, yeah?
Yes. Do you want to take his ears?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
What does everyone else do like while Honu is creeping up and jabbing this dude?
I'm trying to squeeze behind Armin, Rao, and Astrid.
Cheer him on.
Is Nailing gone missing again? No, Nailing just staring at the wall.
Man. Just that fucking bugbear.
Amra, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception.
Yes.
Stonking 12.
Oh wow. Yeah, everything's fine. Astrid, what's your passive perception?
Everything's fine, my ass.
Do you know what? I'd love to tell you, but my sheet won't open.
I'll look for you. Character sheet.
Oh,
Perception.
I'm a solid 16.
16. That is actually good. You hear, just a fraction of a second too late, this strange, like, sticky, slithering sound. Like, almost like the same noise like an octopus, like lifting its tentacle off of a pane of glass at the same time as like a snake moving through, moving on like, I don't know, paper, something that's very loud. And you turn to see probably the most disgusting like animal you've ever seen in your entire life.
I mean,
It's
come
like...
on, I'm right here.
Oh, that was good. So you see it looks like it's got the body of a snake, but the beak of an octopus, and then from each side of 4 of these tentacles coming out of the sides of its beak are like octopus tentacles with suckers on them, and it just like you watch as it, after being stuck to the ceiling, turns its head and just drops on top of Armin Ra. So there is going to be a surprise round.
Oh man,
Let's have a look
Ooh,
at this.
that's
So
not good.
I hate Griggs.
it is in
I'd
fact
like to
a Greg.
think that this is
What is
happening as Armin Ra looks at Hanu's like, yeah, you kill that bugbear, Hanu.
And then
I'm
just-
just like,
yeah. Okay, does a 17 hit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you take 9 points of slashing damage, and you feel like you're immediately being choked, like someone's run up behind you and just caught you in an arm lock as one of these tentacles wraps itself around your throat, another one over your shoulder, the other two under one of your armpits, and it just like latches onto your back, and let's see if it can beat you. Oh, that's only a 12 to hit.
It's gonna have to try harder than that if it wants to kill me.
And you feel this like it's like you're being stabbed to death with two blunt spoons, just like jabbing you in the back. Can't quite get through your. You've probably got like the strap of your loot or something that's in the way.
I don't have an instrument. How many times have I got to tell you?
Sorry, your character token does. I was using that as reference. The strap of your bag.
Belt.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not that low, unless you're one of those people who has like 18 belts, like any anime character ever.
Yes,
Okay, you got belts on belts.
I collect them.
And now I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. Oof. Big oof. Big.
I hope it's got a lot of health points because
It's yes, it's in around a hurt. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is everyone. Descending from the top is Owen.
I mean I'm right next to it, so I might as well just start the old bitey.
Old faithful. A total of 13 because you're technically flanking. Unfortunately, is going to miss unless you have some way to
A
make it
total
iron.
of 13.
Because it's 11 plus 2 because you're flanking.
That's what flanking does.
That's what my version of flanking does because getting
Okay.
advantage is incredibly easy. So yeah, you try and bite at this thing, but you're like you try and bite into it, but it's just like so slimy that it's like trying to grab a grease pig with your teeth. Very difficult. Oh, sorry, skip past your turn. Did you have anything else?
No, I mean I'm just gonna
Okay.
move myself into that corner.
Sweet. Honu.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
Oh no, sirree.
Hanu, you see a little bit of panic on Hanu. He kind of goes down on one knee, and the darker, yeah,
The fuck is that?
Yeah,
right.
it's not nice, is it? I didn't realize how high res my token is. Wow, that's awful. Sorry, Honu, continue.
The darker spike on his back begins to glow a purplish essence, and a skeletal spectral hand sprouts and shoots towards this creature. And probably misses.
That is also going to miss, unfortunately. Yes. So I imagine it's mostly out of fear. You're like, oh shit! You just turn, and out of reflex, it just like fires out of this, almost as if the mark itself was trying to protect you.
Yeah.
That is your action. It flies off and just drifts like into the wall and turns into a puff of smoke.
Ooh. Bonus action shell.
Okay, you go into your shell. Do that real quick. So you go to your shell, right on the floor. Astrid.
Can I see it?
Yes.
If it's wonderful. 1, 2. Oh, well, it's kind of a 1. Have I got flanking?
I will say it is flanked, so yeah, that's no problem.
Wonderful. Stop.
11. Nope.
Come on, guys, we all are going before it, and
So
none of us have hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It turns out it doesn't need loads of hit points.
I'm gonna then wonderfully disengage.
Okay.
Go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So you sort of just like nope, and you
Wait.
hop up on this desk and then do like
didn't
a
you have
somersault.
disadvantage? Didn't you have advantage for the flank?
The flank is +2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like I said, there's 101 ways to get advantage.
Sure.
So Okay, cool. So you do sort of like a mini parkour thing, like spin around on this this like desk and table set, and land over there. You see as you like land with this on the top of this towards this bed, there's like a puff of dust almost as this like very fine layer of like air soluble chemical dust has just sort of like collected on the side of the room. And Omra, you've just been latched onto by a disgusting creature. You are grappled, by the way, so you can move, but if you move, you can only move at half speed, and this thing's coming with you.
No, instead, does it have an ear?
It appears to be able to hear things.
But can I see its ear? Does it have like an ear hole?
Let me Google something quick.
Can we just say it has an ear hole so I can whisper into it?
You can see there's like a divot in the side of it where you assume an ear would be. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna whisper into it. I'm gonna fuck your beaky little mouth, and I want it to make a wisdom save, please.
I need to make a fucking wisdom save. Holy shit. I can't see that. 1 sec. Yeah, fails.
It fails. It takes 9 points of damage. With psychic damage.
It just you like feel this supersonic vibration like go through your body, or like resonating from inside this creature, just like oh, just like trembles through the entire thing. And is that just its thing? And use this reaction if available, which is to move as far away as speed allows away from you. So it is going to do that. So Amon-Ra, you have an opportunity attack as it scuttles away.
I mean, it's going to have to be an unarmed strike because I've got no weapons.
Yeah, better than nothing. 14 does hit.
Actually, do you know what? It's not 14. It's only a... Because my unarmed strike strength, my strength is a 0 mod, so it is
Oh, right, okay, yep.
just a
12. A 12. Actually, technically you would have
flanking.
flanking, like at the time of it happening, so yes, no, that does it.
So that's 1 point of beautiful punching damage.
Whoa, have that. It doesn't appear to do anything. You just like you just punch it and it just fully gets absorbed into it. The spider does get a opportunity attack.
Oh my!
It just slithers along the ground underneath you at a frighteningly quick speed. It's like when you see a slow worm, the very unaptly named creature. They're so fast, it's almost creepy. Anything else in your turn, Amon-Ra?
Yes, as a bonus action, can I shout out, Nailin, your way?
Nailin, it's your turn. You hear a voice say, Nailin, and then it's sort of it begins to be drowned out a little bit by the sound of aggressive slithering.
Oh.
Which is the worst kind of slithering, as we all know.
Oh shit, and it's coming to you.
I'm gonna... Hello.
Oh, is that? Yes. For some reason, I thought I was some figment of my imagination. Fully spaced out. Yes. Nailin, what you gonna do? Oh, I see what you're gonna do. You can inflict wounds.
I'll do that one.
Okay, well, you're gonna need to roll an attack roll first. Sorry to get your hopes up.
It usually helps.
This one.
That does hit. So you run. You just sort of like hear this slithering. You're like, "What the fuck is that?" You turn the corner, and there's this disgusting octopus snake thing slithering towards you, and you just like kick it directly in the mouth. It like squeals after it gets hit by you. But that is your action. Anything else in your turn?
I don't have any other, I don't have a bonus action, so no.
Okie dokie. So, it is going to try and latch onto your leg with its tentacles. It whoosh, and misses, and is then going to try and beak with disadvantage. Also misses. It is just like rolling around on its back, like with its belly exposed, like limply trying to bite you in the foot, and doesn't appear to be doing very well. Owen.
That's me.
It's you.
Well, I can't squeeze down that small little space again. So
If you do, it will take. You can.
A long
I'll say
time.
you can go like normal speed, but it'll like crush you on the way through. I'm not sure what that would do, but it hurt.
can I just about see it from where I am?
It will have cover.
I'll accept it. I'm going to web it.
Hey,
Yay!
nice. So you thread the needle between two corners of a wall and pin this thing to the floor. Yeah, no problemo. Let's just.
And then I'm just gonna move back, allowing other people to get past if need be.
Okey
Actually,
doke.
just climb up the wall.
Sure, you let into the corner and Honu.
Did I see what direction it went? I guess I did.
Yeah, you saw everyone sort of like at once pivot and turn as it ran out the secret door behind the cabinet.
Okay. And yeah. So where do we get here? I will move my. If I move to there, do I see him? Can I?
From there, yes, but his AC is going to be a little bit high because he's got
Yeah.
like a bit of wall in the way.
Well, first of all, out of the shell, look
Yeah, of
around,
course, yeah.
notice he's gone, realize he's gone this way, run this way, and I can't do much, but I will attempt to attack him with my
Go for it.
lance.
It does look very towards the end of its lifespan. Oh,
Yeah.
21 does say, yeah. 6 points of piercing is going to take it down.
Cool.
He is of interest only to historians. Let's get rid of that one. And you just like seeing it sort of just wriggle around aggressively on the floor. You just sort of jab it with your lance and manage to take it out. Get rid of those tokens. So quiet comes across the chamber again, and again, as you're like sort of having kicked up quite a bit of dust while you've been in here, you start to like notice the more dust you kick up, there's sort of this really, really like strong acidy smell on the breeze. I'll be back in just a second.
Sorry.
I think I must have missed something.
I don't know.
Why is it so quiet?
That's what I thought. I'm like, did I miss something?
You said he'd be back in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I missed.
Yeah, that's what I missed. I was like, did I just black out for a second?
You weren't the only one. That's fine.
I return. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so you've just cleared out this last room. Appears to be another set of bedroom and also some weird like chemistry lab setup. What do you guys want to do?
Well, search this room for starters. It might be something useful here.
Oh, of course, yep.
How do we get the ear off this thing? We don't have an ear. What are we doing? A beak?
You could.
I find nothing.
Let me just.
What the hell is this? Why am I being acid in this?
Just take the whole head.
I don't think you can take the ear of this creature. It doesn't have one. It's got like an inner ear and like a way to access it, but there's no ear to be involved. You do get another bugbear though.
Oh yes, I'll chuck it on our list.
I'm still going to carve out the Grick here. I'm just
Okay,
gonna carve out the hole.
you kind of have to like. It's messy. as a non-medically trained professional, I'll tell you that it is quite messy.
A lot of random stabbing.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to core an apple, but with like a big fucking butcher's knife.
With a butter knife.
But you can carve out what you expect to be. This is the ear equivalent of a grick, which you correctly had. A grick. They are. You would probably someone would know. Gricks are a sort of. They're the one like the boogeyman creatures like to call them, where only adventurers really ever interact with them. So a lot of people don't believe that they're real. Like gelatinous cubes and things like that. Like, it's just a a kid must have made that up. There's no way like a goo monster is real. That's ridiculous. But in fact, it very much is. This is the same thing. It's like this weird snake octopus hybrid. They tend to live in packs, but they are intelligent enough that they have been known to be taken as animal companions.
Huh.
So we could have made friends with it.
Speaking of, where have we left Gorbag again?
Gorbag is with you. If his token is not with you, that is just because I have not gotten around to moving him. He's just just out of sight.
Why does Gorbag
But
never
not
get
at
invited to that?
mind.
If you would like me to get involved, I certainly can.
Yes, please, Gorbag.
Yeah, we could use that support sometimes.
The giant spider is carefully and as stealthily as a spider can, a giant spider can. He's going to try and push open that. What I assume is a door.
That is the door, yes. So you begin to push it open, and immediately you can hear with your keen spidey senses. There is a a muttering almost, like people are talking to one another. Make a stealth check. I'm assuming like you say, you're trying to do it as stealthily as possible. Whew, nice. 24. I'll say you can get the door
Spiders be
halfway
good
open.
at stealth.
Yeah. Can never find the fuckers. I'll say you can, get the door halfway open, without alerting yourself to any presence. You see a hobgoblin, who has his long sword at the ready, appears to be talking to someone to the east of him. They're just chatting, but they seem angry.
Are you all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Hanu will get as close to the door as possible and hold his attack action for the closest thing he can reach, I guess.
I will say, with your passive perception, you do note that the way their voices are echoing indicates that the room beyond might be a significantly bigger chamber than the one you're currently in. Significantly bigger chamber. Maybe the biggest you've been in so far.
Standing where I am,
Nayland,
I
I get
can see
closer.
there's a hobgoblin thing there. Can I see that to be able to make an attack if I wanted to?
Yeah, sure.
To die.
Okay.
What was that? I just said to die.
I think we should probably find, speaking in hushed tones here, what's our plan? Going in all guns blazing, or?
I think so. The best way we've acted so far is just killing what we see. I mean, they all seem to be bad guys.
I
Yeah,
heard
right.
the word charge.
Let's
Bull
charge
bag.
As soon as someone moves to go and attack, I'll ready an arrow.
Can
Sweet.
I dive through the doorway and pew pew with my Eldritch Blast in slow motion? Like
You'll have to ask the rest of the party, but I say yes.
Oh, are we getting a surprise round, or is it just
You will be, yes. I'm just make sure on the track everyone knows that what they're going to be doing on their turn. Gorbag will cheer supportively.
I will be
yeah.
literally charging in at that
Sweet.
one
wanna-
I can see.
I want to side dive in slow motion and Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so do you want to like dive like almost to where Owen is at the moment, like over to the other side of the doorway so you're back in cover?
No, I want to like, I think through the doorway.
Oh, okay, sweet, yeah. No problemo. So you, as long as everyone knows what they're going to be doing on their turn, I'll have your roll initiative and they'll just be surprised for their first round. Let's see. Add turn. Now I would kindly ask you all to disregard the initiative counter.
Oh my god, there's so many things.
You said disregard. That means don't look.
Metagaming.
I mean, that's not what disregard means.
It does in this scenario.
Pay no attention to and do not believe a word of what you see. That's not
So
how.
do you remember I said I dive through the door?
Yes, no, I did want to make that abundantly clear that we did spend quite some time just debating
Well,
how through the door you dove.
Well, the
I'm
thing is,
glad
I'm
that we came to
looking
a
at
very
it,
solid.
and I don't think the angle's right there for me to actually dive through the door.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of like dive across
Oh,
onto the
wow.
corpse. of
You
the
know,
dead fucker.
just for you, I'm gonna say you can dive through the door.
Thanks.
I'm willing to bend the rules.
Thanks. No, I thank you. I appreciate it so much. Is it 'cause
Okay,
I'm old
so
and my hips aren't working?
I know you have to live vicariously through Amon Ra, doing leaps and jumps everywhere. Okay, Naylin, would you like to do anything on the surprise round? So I just stabbed myself.
Yeah.
Don't worry, ignore me.
I wanna fucking
Are you
this
alright?
one.
She has gotten worse. She definitely has gotten worse. So 23 is going to hit. 4 points of piercing damage. Consider it done.
Nice.
Asterin.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, you have advantage because it's
Do I?
surprise round.
Wonderful.
11 points of damage. Oh, it's enough to kill him.
Wonderful.
Everyone you see is dead.
Oh, that's not a good sentence.
What?
Oh, no.
Everyone that you can see has died.
What? What happened?
Well, all of the enemies that you can see have died. The ones you don't see, however, are very healthy.
You know that slithery thing that went past us earlier? Didn't you say that they live in packs?
Holy shit.
Or are willing to become an animal companion.
I was mainly looking at the first bit of that sentence, to be quite honest.
I'd like this time to cast Disguise Self as a Grick.
I'll have to double check, but I don't think. Let me see. I don't know if I can zoom everyone in.
It's fine.
I don't think that counts as a humanoid. Which I'm not
I
mistaken.
can't
You do have
cast
to
it anyway. So.
you close your eyes and wish and wish and wish. Okay, so that is Asterin's turn. Amon-Ra. So I believe your wording was dive through the doorway, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, it
so you
was.
dive through the doorway. Yeah, I will reveal the entire chamber. Why not? Polygon reveal. So, actually, what's your dark vision range? 60 feet, right?
I don't have dark vision.
8, oh, 10, 11, 12. Interesting.
Goodbye.
I do.
How can we
I have
find out
done
who's got
the
dark
complete
vision?
opposite of what I meant to do. I have revealed it everywhere except the bit you can see. Whatever, you can see everything now.
Oh,
So,
fucking hell. What the fuck is that?
you
Both of those
see,
fucking- Is that like a fat samurai goblet
That's a
You
fucking
see-
raven.
and like a hench
fuck.
a
bugbear and a
whole
giant?
bunch of shit. This
So I
chamber
dive in.
opens
then
up immediately.
I can't walk through the doorway though. I think there might be some light in there that I can't walk through.
Oh yeah, I'll get rid of that. Thank you. So you dive through the doorway. Take a full second to take in your surroundings before you fire. I assume the closest thing.
No, I was diving and shooting, like you know,
Right. Yeah.
as I'm diving.
Like, between shots, you're like, huh, this is quite nice. Just like looking around at the surroundings.
Yeah.
You see one hobgoblin dead on the floor, a bugbear terrifyingly close to you, two supporting pillars holding up this incredibly long stonework chamber, clearly some kind of main meeting or feast hall, something like that, like a king's chamber, supported by these two pillars and what looks like the remains of a stairway, like a what's the word, spiral staircase leading upwards, that appears to have collapsed some time ago. Cresting around from the rubble is the biggest goblin dog you've ever seen, being ridden by the biggest bugbear you've ever seen. It has don't let the picture fool you. I will zoom in on it real quick. It does not have a longbow. It has a crossbow in one hand and a morning star in the other. Seeing you dive through the door, it clearly begins to put away the crossbow and ready the morning star. And he's like having to hold on to the goblin dog with one hand, which I will say is incredibly big. Like maybe 8 foot from like shoulder to waist, and maybe 6 foot off the ground. This huge fucking goblin dog being ridden by someone who's bigger than any of you.
Look, just kill me already. Okay, stop.
And then there's another hobgoblin in the back with a longbow, and what looks like a rather obese, dirty, gross goblin who has antlers. Looks like forcibly jammed into his head, but you can't quite tell from this distance. So who are you firing at?
I'm just gonna. I've dived through. Now I'm just gonna stand out and say, "Nope," and just walk back.
Okay,
back
yeah,
and
sure. You walk back through. No
leaving-
problem.
No one ever hears from Armin Ra again.
Gorbag turns to you. Actually, probably Astrid. Like, looks over the two people in the room and goes, Miss Edizoth, what shall I do?
I gave you a dagger and you have a bow.
Right here.
Yes. Cool.
1, 2, 3. He is going to move into the doorway and fire at the nearest bugbear. Get shoot up. He does. Have fun. Longbow. Yeah. Oh, he hits. Ooh. Look at him go. He shoots it and goes, take that, you bastard. And then he is going to scuttle out of the doorway. I'll change that to 13 so it's more clear. And while we're at it, let's put on some more exciting music.
I think I'm going to totally go back and clip that bit.
So, seeing Amra like duck out of the room, this man and beast combo, if you can call him a man, sort of just like prowls forward like the pale orc on the back of a warg in the unfortunate Lord of the Rings prequels, readies a heavy crossbow and is going to. Oh, sorry, not a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and is going to fire it at Erwin. So let's just get his sheet all kinds of ready.
I close the door.
On your turn, you can close the door. Unfortunately, these
Does
guys.
the door open inwards or outwards?
It opens outwards.
To us or to them?
Like towards. Actually, oh wait, would it? Wait, let me use my bedroom. Yeah, no, it opens outwards towards them.
So it opens this way. If this way. Fucking hell! Why is this not working?
You might be on measure.
That way?
If you were to open it, it would look like that.
Right. Okay.
With like a, that's where it pivots along. Put that on the map layer real quick.
So
Except it would actually
open.
open the other way because that's what I said it looked like earlier.
Yep.
So.
Which way?
1 sec, I'll draw it again.
Jesus Christ, Mark.
Like, do.
Oh, so when you said the other way, you didn't mean it opens the other way, just from the other hinge.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So he fires a crossbow bolt at you. That's only an 11 to hit, so that misses. But he starts shouting, "The intruders, they are here! Ready yourselves, men!" And barking orders at other goblinoids in the room. Yes, my king, yes. You hear from further in the chamber. He's not got that much speed. He's only that fast. There we go. So this motherfucker right here is going to I think he's going to cast Let me just check the wording of this real quick. Hear and understand you. What languages does he know? Ooh, any two. That's helpful. So, Goblin and Common. Erwin, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? You hear this, a voice scintillating on the breeze. Whispering towards you says, "I suggest you come a bit closer. That way you can get a proper go at us." And on your next turn, as far as I'm aware, you will be forced to walk closer. How will you do so is in your own interest. However, you will have to enter that chamber.
Fine.
Then it's going to be this guy who is, I don't think he has the movement. He's going to just like scuttle up around here and throw a javelin at the old Erwin again. See this guy, javelin misses as well. Wow, not going great with the ranged attacks this round. It's now your turn, Owen.
Well, I'm going to scuttle into the room.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is this room?
It slopes upwards, but at its highest point, it appears to be 30 feet tall. At like the edges of the wall, it's 15.
Well, I'm going to start climbing up this wall.
Sorry, Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a surprise round?
Have I? Shit out. Was that all on surprise round? Oh,
yeah,
bollocks.
we haven't finished our first round yet.
Oh, cock and balls. Right. Rewind. None of that happens. Spoilers for next round, you guys.
I mean, they didn't hit anything.
No, but their movements and stuff. And you don't have to go in the room.
Well, I'm going in the room anyway.
Okay, sweet. You go in the room. Of your own volition this time.
Yep. And I will web the big mother.
Okie dokie.
Son of a...
Darts out of the way. He just like ducks one head to the side, and the whole like the beast underneath him shifts alongside. Appear to be in excellent tandem.
Yeah, so I don't know how far up I get, but I am up on the ceiling.
What's your movement as a spider?
30 and 30 climb.
So see you go. 3, I'll say you can be. I'll say 25 feet up.
Cool.
It's essentially you're on the ceiling. You're out of reach of everyone. Unless they have ranged attacks, obviously. Then it is another surprise. Sorry about that. Now it's actually the first round. Nailin, your turn.
Sorry, I just realised I'm not in the turn order as well.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Oh,
sorry.
do you want to do your turn
it's
now?
11. It's 11.16. So
Gotcha. Yeah, Hono, if you want to do your turn now, then since you missed it.
sure. Okay, so we'll just measure up how far are we? See the bugbear in the room. Lance to the face.
Go for it.
15.
15 is going to miss.
Oh. In that case, he does use some of his movement to come in. Seeing everyone that's in here, there's far too bigger people in here. He chooses to rage.
Okie dokie. So you are now raging. Let's see if I've got. I don't have a rage token. I think I do. Bear up. How does that sound? Because you're stronger. Makes sense to me. So you charge in and you're ready to rage. Throw your lance out there. Unfortunately, it does not hit. Astrid, it is your turn.
Oh dear. Right. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Stab.
Go for it.
I'm guessing that's a sneak because you can see me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that was the wrong thing to press. That's the one I wanted. Sorry.
Okay, 25 does hit. 9 points of piercing damage. You stab through the leg. Looks mad.
I'm gonna stand there and smile because I've got nothing else I can do.
Okay.
Oh,
Nailin.
hang on. Oh no, I'd get.
Oh no! If you've got something.
No, I get hit either way, so I'm
Okay.
gonna stay here.
Okie dokie. Nail him. No, it's actually your turn. Apologies.
Hey. Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Fuck. I'm confused. What happened there? Ashton, did you get 2 turns in a? You didn't get 2 turns in a row, did you?
No.
I'm just confusing the elves together. Don't worry.
We're 2 different races.
You're both elves, though. You all look the same to me.
Oh.
Damn.
DM.
Kind of not an elf, but fine. Rude.
So you said you're a sea elf. You're a Triton.
Kind of. I'm a Triton, but they're not really sea elves. They're from a different plane.
No, sea elves are objectively. They're like an actual thing. I thought you were a sea elf. Holy shit.
Yeah, Tritons aren't sea elves.
Yeah,
No.
I thought you were a sea elf.
I mean, all
No, I'm a
sea races
Triton.
look the same, but
I'm sorry, can you not see between Honu and I?
No, you look identical.
yeah, I mean, he's just carrying a shield on his back.
We're both very attractive.
He winks at Astrid.
That's not the point.
Oh, dear.
How tall are you? 7 foot. I'm 4 foot.
Is this in combat? 'Cause I think 6 seconds has passed.
Oh.
I mean, I've not actually able to
all of
talk,
all
I'm
of
a
the goblins
spider.
wait for you to
We-
finish your argument.
We
Just
just turn around and say, just a second, guys. Just stop. Okay,
Yeah.
we need to discuss this.
1 minute, we've
on the
got shit
slight
to sort
dot and
out.
makes you
Time
stop
out.
each other.
Time out.
1 second.
Hold the phone.
Okay, I'll allow you to continue the argument on your respective turns today forever. Nailin, so you charge. Oh shit, 25. So would you like to do a fancy crit, or do you just want to take the damage?
Oh, I want to fucking cave its head in.
Okay, I'll just say you do the damage then. So you run up and just do exactly that. Cave its head in. No problem.
And I do like a nice little scream afterwards and like look at the guy who's mounted on the dog thing and just sort of look at it. Ah!
Yeah. You know that thing that fuck it, what's his face? Hannibal Lecter does at the end of I think it's Manhunter, when he like bites a dude's face off, bites his nose off, and then just like stands up and just with blood all over his face. You just like smash this thing's head in, just get like a spray of blood in your face, like fucking it's not American Horror Story, American Psycho. You just turn to the Bugbear Chieftain and just grin, this blood splattered all over your face. Do you have any more movement, or is that just about everything? Okie dokie. Amon-Ra.
So Amon-Ra,
It appears we are alone once again.
and there are beds here as well, my dear friend.
2 of them, so I can sleep separately.
So, shit. Okay, I'm gonna not do what I want to do because I can't do what I want to do. So I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the fat goblin.
Go for it. He is not hard to hit. Oh, that is definitely going to hit.
I don't have advantage, so it's just a
19 hits either way.
7.
7 points of force damage. Squeals in pain. You think it was pain. Sweet. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Sweet.
Yes, I will. Give Gorbag bardic inspiration by saying to him, "My dear darling Gorbag, kill these motherfuckers."
With pleasure.
I believe in you, Gorbag.
I believe in the me that believes in you. So he is going to charge on the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't get very far. He has a sword ready, charges through the doorway, sees how far away everything is, and then just goes, "Oh, okay," puts his sword away, and just shoots at one of them with a longbow. So... Oh, I appear to have missed. What size is your body inspiration? D6. He's going to use it immediately. Oh, hey! He missed. He hits. So he deals 5 points of piercing damage. Take that, you crap bastard. And then it is the Bugbear Chieftain's turn. So how close are you guys?
Does he have
We're
fire?
not. There's just no point even trying. We're just not close at all.
Ooh. Isn't that unfortunate?
I don't like that.
I mean,
He goes and using a special ability that he has, he is going to cleave.
level 2.
He is going to cleave Erwin, Gorbag, and Naylin. So I need you all, including myself, I guess, to make dexterity saving throws.
Can he reach me, seeing as I'm on the ceiling?
Good point. Good point. Good point. Let's see. Would he go there then? I think he would, because he can only ever hit 2. Yeah. So he does go there. So dexterity save. Nice. You can take half damage. That's the one. Go. Oof. And Gorbag. Oh, buddy. Gorbag is knocked unconscious.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Oh,
Uh,
one hit.
he, oh dear, I appear to be passing away. And he collapses onto the floor. And Naylin, you take 8 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as this bugbear charges towards both of you, just intruders with this massive club, and just like swings it through the air, just like letting momentum take it as he skids to a stop. on the back of this disgusting
The question
Uh,
on everybody's lips is: does Gorbak have death saves?
man. Of course he does.
Oh, good, because I was about to get angry.
100% know he's dead now. Get over it. Oh man, that'd be aggressively mean. Awesome. So that is going to be. Oh, and as a bonus action, he is going to allow. He shouts a command at the only hobgoblin left. 2, 3, 4, 6. Who gets to move once without provoking opportunity attacks? That is his turn. Then it is the goblin shaman who's going to just step to the side real quick. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. I need Nailin, Astrin, Amon-Ra, and Honu to all make Constitution saves.
Is this against poison or anything?
It is indeed.
So I was looking at my sheet and realised that I have resistant poison damage and ignore any deficiency caused by toxic environment. I cannot even take poison conditions.
Wait, what? Where'd that go? What?
I found it on my sheet because I looked it up what I'd actually not put on my sheet because I realised that I'd not read about dark vision or put it on.
Excellent. So sick. So let's see. What's it
I will
called?
double check.
It's on my sheet too.
That's on your sheet too.
I believe you.
No, it says it right here.
I will double check.
Thick skin. Oh, this is interesting. I know that one. I know that one. I know that
My
one.
one just says what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, it says adapted for the toxic swamps of Shadowfell.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah, I don't think you're from the Shadowfell.
God damn it! Fine.
Unless
I will take
like
it back up again.
I'll have a look there. Let's see. It might be a. I've no idea. I've no idea. If you can find where you got it, from, I'll have a look. But it might be someone's own special like homebrew version of Triton that makes them incredibly busted.
It'll probably be for that.
As a rule of the internet, you can never tell what's a real D&D thing and what someone's just made up and is stupidly bad.
Yeah.
So, con save, yes, please. Well, everyone succeeds, which is nice. Well, everyone succeeds, yeah, so nothing actually happens. He throws a stink bomb, another like the last one. He's casting a spell. He just like hocks a massive loogie into his hand and then like puts it in a glass bottle and lights the top of it on fire like a Molotov cocktail and throws it towards like your little huddle of people. But you all see it coming from a mile away and just like hold your breath and wait for it to wait for the smell to dissipate. That's going to be his turn, and then it is Honu.
This big son of a bitch is going to get a lance to the face, hopefully.
Okay.
So I don't need to move any closer, I don't think, either, because I think he's still in my range, am I right?
I believe so. Oh, his mount is, he isn't. So you can attack his mount if you'd like.
What does the mount look like again?
It's a giant goblin dog. I'll move him out of the way.
I mean, he's probably going to need to die, isn't it? Right. So yeah,
it looks like the big mama goblin dog, essentially.
I'm just gonna use the chain and make sure it does hit him because he seems like a much bigger threat.
Okay,
so,
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him. 13.
Misses. See, 13 is going to miss him by an amount.
I mean, I'm raging, so I'm already done that part. My bonus action is to hop in my shell.
Okie dokie. So, you bonus action jump into your shell, and then it is Erwin.
Right, I'm going to skitter across the ceiling behind old big boy and drop down and bite him. Actually, can I drop down on him and attempt to grapple him?
That is absolutely no problem.
What's that? Just a strength check.
If you're proficient with athletics, then it's athletics. But I think
I'm
otherwise
a spider. I don't have any of that sort of stuff.
so just strength then, please. 15. That's respectable. That's respectable. He, however, got. Oh wow, shit! He rolled a 13. So you sort of like latch onto him, and he's like shaking and trying to get you off. But it's like a him sandwich, and the bread is a mixture of spiders and giant goblin dogs. Very uncomfortable. I'll say, because he is like having to hold. He has to hold onto the mount with one hand. That's why he's only using one-handed weapons. He is going to be a bit fucked up. I'll say he is grappled and like is actually have disadvantage as well, even though it doesn't normally happen because he's so impeded by you being on top of him. Anything else in your turn, or is that everything?
I just need to roll my d6 to
Go.
see if I get my web back, which I do.
Sweet, nice. Then it is this guy's turn. He is going to run up behind you, and he's going to. Ooh, that's the wrong sheet. 1 sec. Okay. And is. Oh, sorry. He doesn't have to go there. He has to go here because he's got a glaive. And it is going to swing a glaive down at you. It's 13 to hit.
Was that against me?
Yes. Yeah.
It's 14.
14. Okay. Yes. He just misses. And that is going to be his turn. Astrid.
Oh dear. Is it a bonus action to pour a potion down someone's throat?
Bonus action is drink a potion. Action to pour it down someone else.
Huh. That's
He's good for another round.
yeah.
Can't die this round. Unless, he takes damage from an AoE attack or something. I'm taking the piss. I'm not going to kill him. I invented him.
In that case, is that is that thing that's this thing here?
Which thing,
Is
where?
that in stabbing distance, this thing here?
There isn't anything there on my screen.
You're clicking into the middle of nowhere.
Am I? Why is my roll 20 not
What do you see? Is it the fat boy or the red boy?
The boy with the morning star.
Does he have a
I
big red
did
X
that.
over the top of him?
Oh, we might have. Hang on. Let me get back onto here. It's in play. Oh no, the roll 20 updated and I just didn't. Cool.
It's a figment of your imagination.
In that case, I'm gonna go. But here, I'm a stabby the wolf thing.
Okay. So you swing round. You do have sneak attack on this because you have allies all up in your business, or their business even. 25 does hit. 12 points of piercing damage. And roll something very quick. It's fine. So you stab into this into the goblin dog, and it squeals out in pain. This like mixture of a Doberman and a rat squeal. Just very horrible noise, and you see it does appear to be dripping with disease. That is going to be your turn, I assume.
I'll have a bonus action disengage and just take a step back.
Okay, sweet. Out of the danger zone. Nailin, you're up. Naylin?
You are muted again.
No, she's not.
She's not. She's just thinking.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Is this against the pet or the man on top?
The guy. I want to try and jump up onto the back of the dog thing, and
Okay.
then on top of the guy as well.
So you want to be like somewhere in between him and the giant spider.
Yeah.
Sure. Make an athletics check with advantage.
That one.
Yeah, that beats his last one, so no problem. You can be all up in that. I'll throw you here. At 18 does hit 5 points of bludgeoning damage. He begins like thrashing from side to side, trying to get everyone off. Anything else? It's your turn.
No, that's it.
Okay, very effective. Amra, you see, after you sort of like start to run away from the combat, everyone seems to be like dogpiling this guy. Slightly confusing.
Is there any way to get sort of here, if my thing's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like around
sure.
here, without opportunity attacks?
You would have to move through Honu and Astrid squares, but you can do so.
So I'm gonna go there and hide behind the bugbear. But I would like Unos,
He is
Dog.
prone on the floor.
who this guy?
The bugbear that's there on account of
Yeah.
him being dead.
I'm just gonna lie next to him.
Oh, so you are lying on the floor. Interesting. Okay, yeah.
And no, I'm not. No, I'm just crawl. I'm kneeling. Kneeling.
Okay,
next to
yeah,
him. I'm kneeling. I'm not prone. I'm kneeling.
A firing pose, yes.
And I would like 1, 2, and 3 to make a charisma save, please.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettios.
So what 3 was that? It was him, his mount, and was it the hobgoblin or the
Fat goblin.
fat goblin? Okay,
Oh.
so charisma saving throw.
Did you
And
just
I
take
would-
offense at that?
No,
would like-
that was not
No,
my
you didn't.
intention. Oh.
All I heard was a quiet wow.
So what? What was she wowing?
The fat goblin.
It's a fat goblin. What do you want me to say?
His sheet is called Fat Goblin.
It's a fat samurai goblin.
I think he's closer to like the you know the woman who sings in the opera, and they always have the helmet with the wings on it.
Asterix.
So yeah. So,
I would also like all of them to fail the saving throw.
okay. So he, I can do you 2 out of 3. How's that?
Well, I mean, what did they roll? It's a 15.
It's 14, 21, 14.
Okay.
Good news. The one that succeeded was a dog.
Sweet. How do I do this?
So D4 against everything they do, basically.
Attacks and saving throws.
Attacks and saves. Okay. Sweet.
And as is it a bonus action or an action? Unos segundos, por favor.
De nada.
It's a bonus action. I'm going to healing words. The little man.
The little man, sure.
My favorite little bitch. Oh shit! I can't because I can't spend 2 spells.
That is true. Yes, you're not high enough level to do that yet, unfortunately. You can inspire him on his save though if you want.
But he's unconscious. He can't hear me.
Oh fuck yeah, that's true, I guess. Oh,
That's fine. We'll just let him die.
So that is your turn. It is now Gorbag's turn. You know I got to roll it in secret. Okay.
No, because that's no what?
Does Telephus, was it a 1?
He doesn't like go and start coughing up blood. No, but he's not looking great. He did get clocked around the side of the head with a very big weapon.
I mean, to be honest, if he goes down in one shot, do we really want him in the team?
But we can train him and he'd be good.
Nailin, well, not Nailin, sorry, Astrid, what's your max HP?
I don't like that question. That's a 20.
No,
Two.
it's 20.
Two.
Okay, no. Well, Nailin, Astrid wouldn't have gone down in one hit, but it would have been close if she had failed that save. So
I've only got 11 points of.
yeah, now you've only got 11 left. So that's his turn. Then is Goblin King. Let's see. So he doesn't like all these motherfuckers all up in his business. So what he's going to do... Let's see. He's going to attack each of you once. By each of you, I mean the two people that are attached to him. So, Erwin, that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that might hit.
14 points of piercing damage.
All good.
You're still a spider, okay.
Mhm.
And then Neilin, that is a 13 to hit.
No.
As a bonus action, he commands an ally again. This time he is going to command his dog to bite Nailin.
I mean, she's already
Nail's on her back.
diseased, so...
Yeah, so I mean, at least he's not spreading it around. It's not contagious or anything. You see it bites its own tongue. Rolled that one. Then it is this guy's turn, so... He is going to cast a spell on the Goblin Chief King, and he goes like and spits on him from like 30 feet away. It's incredible that he manages to do it. And it lands on the Goblin King's like shoulder, and you see him sort of just like his nostrils flare, and he flexes a little bit. And then
He's into it.
this isn't the first time they've done this. That's going to be his turn. And Honu, you're up.
Yeah. Pop out the shell.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of people all over the big guy. Honu does want a piece of it, but there's something more sinister that he has to deal with first. Rushes to here and attacks this guy.
Okay. So you charge to the source of all the bodily fluids that appear to be emanating from the north. 20 is definitely going to do it. 16 points of piercing damage. You barrel over towards him and lance him straight through the shoulder. One of his arms falls off, and he begins screaming.
Yep.
And that is going to be your turn, I assume.
That is. I got nothing else.
And then it is Owen again.
Yeah, it's nice, simple. Just gonna bite him.
16 misses. Oh no,
my
+2 because he's flanked. So 18, yes, does hit.
Yay! Constitution saving throw minus a D4.
Okay, so what's the DC?
11.
So he does need to roll the D4, then he succeeds anyway. So he takes half of the poison damage. So he takes 11 minus 7. No, sorry, -6. Okie dokie. And the rest of that we could ignore. So you jab into his back, and like you poison him, but in a way he poisons you back as well, because he's like so riddled with disease that if you were in there long enough to really deal the poison to him, you'd probably catch something like Nailin has. So that is your action. Is your bonus action able to do anything, or?
I have no bonus actions.
Okie dokie. So this hobgoblin is going to swing a glaive at you again from just behind you. That is a 9, very helpful. And then Astrid, you're up again.
Ooh, how close to? No, he's fine. I'll put a health potion down his throat.
He could have died this turn.
Yeah, this would have been the turn to do it.
Yeah.
Unless there's someone with like a bonus action healing word or something. Nailin.
Meh. She doesn't have any healing spells. She's got to be.
I know. That's yeah.
I got that, but I couldn't cast it because
Because of the spell limit.
yeah.
Just level up twice.
What's that?
Just level up twice. Problem solved.
Okay. Can
Yeah,
I?
I'm a
Thanks. I'm level 4 now. Yeah.
Is that
So,
part of your
Astrid.
wish?
You step forward and you're going to pour some healing potion down his throat. What potion do you want to give him?
A potion of healing, whatever. Was in
Just
the
a regular one. Yeah, I didn't assume you wanted to do like the big fucker. Okay, so that is 7 points of health back. 2d4 plus 2. He. Oh my! He's still lying down, but he shakes his head, wakes off a little bit.
Go and stand by that door and fire arrows.
Okay. With pleasure.
I'm then going to move the fuck away.
I assume you're going to bonus action disengage and then.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Did not think. Bonus action disengage. Fuck y'all. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna hide behind Honu.
Standard.
Nailin.
I'm gonna just do it again. Ah.
Boink. Just, it's like a squeaky hammer. Just hits him. Doesn't do anything. This guy is jacked as fuck. It's takes a bit of a hit to really do anything to him.
That is all.
Say again?
That is all.
That is all. I thought you said is your something on. So, Omra.
Can the big bugbear make a wisdom save for me, 3, please?
Big bugbear can make a wisdom save. DC 15, I assume, as usual. So he is more wise than the average bugbear, but that is just enough. Oh wait, D4. If this is a 1, he still succeeds. It is not. He fails.
I'm just going to peek from behind the bugbear and give him the finger.
I assume that's the vicious mockery.
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah. 3 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll. Awesome. Bonus action, anything?
No, Gorbag's up, so I'll wait until he goes down again.
Sweet. Okay. He is. He calls out to you, Astrid. Would you rather I run away safely or to a position where I can attack?
Safely.
Okay. He bonus action disengages, stands up, and goes. Runs back into the doorway. Oh me, oh my. And readies his longbow for the next round.
I hope a little
So, big man. Let's see. I think he's going to do the same thing he did last time. So his first attack is with disadvantage and missing the D4 against Erwin. Let's see. So it's 20. Oh, yeah, D4 doesn't matter. He's rolling rocks on attacking you specifically. 16 points of piercing damage.
To me,
Yes.
I am no longer a spider. And am I still up is the question. One moment.
How many hit points were you on?
Nope, I am unconscious.
Ooh.
Damn.
So he swings back over his shoulder, hardly looking, and just like a spurt of like purplish blue goo sprays back as he brings the mace round. Nailin, you see the spider just disappear, and you hear a thud as something lands to the floor. And then his second attack is going to be against Nailin with a D4 removed. That's a 16 to hit.
If I have with my is it a +2 with the shield?
Shield, yeah. Well, it depends what armor you're wearing.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Scale mail, by the looks of it. Scale mail is
Yeah.
scale mail 5e is AC 14. What's your dexterity modifier? 3. Yeah, so you should have armor class 18.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that misses. Assuming you're using your shield, yeah. So you swing around and deflect the attack as it comes through with the shield. And that is going to, and as a bonus action, he is going to command the dog to. So he's going to command the dog to lance forward, just like dragging you with him. Just moves over towards everyone else. Get everyone joined in on the fun. Then it is going to be this guy. He's going to cast a spell. Just make sure it is. Yep, that low. Yep. So I need Honu, Astrid, and Armin-Ra to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, wait. Is this something I can see?
It is something you can see.
I have advantage.
Congratulations.
Yay. Yay.
Okay, so
Oh no,
two
it
of you
looks like Armin-Ra
succeed.
failed.
One of you fails. How's everyone looking at the moment? Just out of curiosity.
Not my best. Constant karma.
Okay, Armin-Ra, you're going to take 10 points of fire damage.
We're all going to
Oh,
TPK. Fuck.
Well, guess what my hit points is?
Exactly 10?
Oh yes.
Oh, baby.
Oh, it looks like I'm joining you. Feel free to take my ears.
I was going to say.
And Asterin and Honu, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So they are no longer baned as well.
And the Bane is no longer. Helpful. You see this Goblin Shaman, after like you wound him, he like puts his mouth to the wound, and you see like draws a mouthful of blood and then spits it back out at you, and it's just like burning hot. So let's see, that is his turn. Is he? Let's see. Is he dumb? Is he smart? He is so very dumb. He's gonna step out of your range, Honu. You get an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah. Cool. Oosh. That's probably gonna miss.
11 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
But only by 1, but it does.
That's fine.
So he moves away and is just going to go, like scuttles his way around to the other side of the ruined staircase, so you can't quite see him anymore. Honu, it is now your turn. You hear Armin-Ra go, oh, from around the back, and he collapses to the floor. And you also hear Nailin. She sounds like she's riding a bucking bronco.
I can't do jack shit about that. So, oh wait, 1 minute.
Can you do jack shit about that?
1
I just-
minute. I need to just read something.
Would you like to read out loud for the class?
Oh wait a minute. I need to know if I can do it first.
Okay, right, yeah, fair enough.
So hey guys.
No, I can
TPK.
only do it. I can only do it on myself. So no, I can't do anything about that.
Ellie, I would just question you as to what K stands for in TPK.
Kill.
Yes. That we'll see.
So
no.
I mean, I can't do anything about that. There's still far too many players on this map for me. So I'm gonna go over here, line of sight, and I've had enough of this. So I'm recklessly going to attack the shaman and miss. With the
12 hits.
Oh, great.
And you do 17 points of piercing damage, which is enough to take him down.
Good.
So you hear like a I can't do it very well, but you know the noise that those of you who watched Ben 10 as a child, I can't imagine it's too many of you. The noise that Ben 10 makes. Yeah, I'm too young. It's kind of like the Transformers change noise, but like in reverse and sadder. That's kind of the noise that it makes as the it sounds like a robot dying halfway through a sentence. As the bugbear slightly changes size. And looks immediately slightly less inflated as he was not just a minute ago. So, anything else in your turn, Honu?
Yeah,
you hear like as his voice gets pitched from the other side.
I point towards the shrinking bugbear, Lord, King, whoever, and say, "You're next." And I say, "Take care of everyone else, Astron."
Awesome. So, Erwin. And I'm afraid I'm going to ask to do a death save. That's
Well,
one
I'm
failure.
to you first.
That's one failure. Still, there's at least one round until you die. Absolute.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. So,
I mean, he's an old man looking for a way out. It's fine.
Yeah. This is how he wanted to go, right? That's why he became an adventurer again, right? To
exactly
have some excitement towards the end. Then it's going to be this hobgoblin. He is going to run over here and attack Naylin. Get off of my king! He swings his glaive down, misses, and then Astrid, it's your turn.
The way that disengage works.
Yes.
If I ran through the middle of these two and went bonus action disengage, would either of them be able to get a
Nope.
swing on me?
Disengage doesn't give you any extra movement, but it does just all movement you have, like for the rest of the turn, does not provoke anymore.
Wonderful.
So,
as I go past, I'll flip them off. And I'm going to pour a potion down Erwin's throat.
Awesome. Sweet. So yeah, you Matrix slide between their two weapons as they're like clashing with people nearby, and you slide underneath them, land at Erwin. If either of you would like to roll 2d4 plus 2.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Plus a 2 to that, so that's a solid 9.
Ooh, nice. 9 out of 10.
I'll be
So-
there in a moment. Give me a second.
You made the right choice there on who to go for.
You already rolled the one thing.
Yeah, she has made her allegiance very clear.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. I've already messaged her about that.
I can't
Already in the DMs.
Yeah, just one word, traitor.
Oh dear. Okay, so Astrid, you still have 5 feet of movement left if you'd like to use it.
pretty busy with Naylin. That'll be fine.
Sure thing.
No, I'm gonna
Speaking of
this.
Naylin, it's Naylin's turn.
Could I try and kick this guy off the back of this dog?
I've been waiting for one of you to say that for quite some time. Yes, of course you can. How would you like to do so? Do you just want to shove him? Normal shove? You can use magic? Squan in.
I mean, that was what my
Why?
initial grapple was for. But
Oh, yeah, but it was to start with the grapple, and then you're going to try yank him off afterwards, right? Or did I
I wanna
misunderstand
try
what you wanted to do?
Put his
I think
legs
you
out
misunderstood, but that's
from
fine.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I want to like grab a leg and pull.
Okay, sure, yeah. If you're willing to say, you can make an athletics check, no problem, and try and shove him off. If you want to like have advantage, I'll say you can like dive off with him, and there's a chance you might land prone. To you, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, fuck it.
Go for it. So athletics check with advantage. 14. Good thing you had it. And now this guy, it's unfortunate that he's not jack as fuck anymore. Rolls a natural 1. He lands prone on the floor. With a natural 1, I say you also land next to him. You grab onto his leg and just like both swing off to the side. And you manage to land on your feet. He does not, and lands flat on his back and knocks the wind out of him. Awesome. So that is your attack. Do you have a bonus action for anything, or?
No, I don't.
Okie dokie. And Amra.
I'll make a death save then.
Ask for the D. That's a success. So far, you're the best person to make death saves in this combat.
You just
Gorb-
wiped the first part of that sentence. I'm the best.
Gorbag rolled a 6, just for
I
retrospective.
mean, TLDR, you're the best at dying.
Or the best at coming back to life. So it is Gorbag's turn. He says, finally, my time to shine. And he fires a arrow at the goblin dog. Right, son. Gorbag. Here you go. Longbow. Yeah. Oh, shit. He fucking kills the goblin dog.
Nice.
Nice to sell. So he draws
When
back
you
and
draw
says,
back.
"Take that, you bastard!" Fires it, and it like lodges itself behind one of the front legs and just like sinks all the way in until the feathers are partially embedded as well, and it flops over onto its side. That's his turn. He starts cheering for himself. Go back, go back, go back. And so King Yarrick is going to. I think he's pissed off at Naylin, so he's going to go at her. So stands up. Hits once for 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh god.
You're unconscious.
Okay. No, not yet.
How much health are you on?
I'd like to keep that a secret.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I can't imagine very much though. The second attack misses though with a 16. It's a good thing you didn't have advantage because that would have killed you. That is his turn. Honu.
I come a little bit closer. I attack the king with lance again, recklessly.
Go for it.
19.
19 is going to hit.
18 points.
18 points of piercing damage. Absolutely no problem. You see, as he's landed on the floor, he's drawn a shield as well as his Morningstar. Now he's got both hands free. However, your attack still manages to go through and does a serious blow to his well-being and self-esteem.
Bonus action into my shell.
Never gets old. You into a shell again. That'll be your turn, and then it is Erwin.
Okay. I turn into a dire wolf.
Okay. We'll use the token for that for the time being.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I get myself up and I move into this location.
Sort of thing. You see the king turns around as if he's about to greet his goblin dog again, but realizes that it's not his goblin dog; it's someone else's very angry dog.
And yeah, I'm going to bite it, though I have pack tactics, which would give me advantage.
Yeah, and +2 because Naylin's on the other side.
Cool, fine with me.
26 is definitely going to hit 9 points of piercing damage.
And he needs a DC strength saving throw.
Strength save. He is proficient in strength saves. He manages to avoid it, but he really looks rough. I think possibly fractionally somewhere along the lines of Naylin, if my guess is correct for how much she has left. But he does not go prone, luckily for him. So that's your action, bonus action. You're free to move and provoke an opportunity attack if you want, but I assume you're not going to. It is this guy. So he is... I think he's going to go for Honu, even though he is in his shell. There's a chance he can hit. That's an 18 again when you're in your shell. I'm pretty sure that misses. Nope. So you just you feel like your shell just starts spinning on the spot as he tries to hit you, and it just you just spin around instead, redirect the momentum. As that attack does not land, and Astrid. She sambas around the corner.
Casually singing to herself.
Around the column, she does the singing in the rain, spin.
We are out of health potions. This is not a good idea. Cool. That's the last health potion. We're up and running, Amara. Nice. Oh wait, is it 2d4 or 2d6?
2d4.
My apologies.
I have just checked something, by the way. Because you're a thief rogue, you can give people. Oh wait, no, you're level 2. Sorry. I'm thinking of a different rogue PC that I have. Apologies. I was about to give you good news, but now you get nothing. Another 9 hit points. Nice, roll an eye. So Umra back up to 9.
About fucking time.
Really nasty when he goes unconscious.
I will. I'm gonna metagame for a second. Wait, it's not me, is it?
It's not your turn. No, it's Naylin first. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of, Naylin, it's your turn.
Yeah, give me just a sec. Nope. Okay. Okay.
A 9 is going to, or a total of 11 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Yay. I know that.
As someone who likes whacking things as much as I imagine you do, I'm very surprised that you don't have spiritual weapon.
I know.
Strikes me as a very someone like you would like that spell.
I was waiting for it, but I didn't want it straight away.
Omra.
I will. How are the goblin and the hobgoblin and the bugbear looking?
So the goblin is very dead. Goblin dog is also very dead. The hobgoblin is insofar untouched. However, the bugbear king is really not looking good.
Okay, I will Eldritch Blast the Goblin King.
Okay.
If you steal this kill after being on the floor,
That misses, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Fire over the shoulder. Deflects into the rubble.
I will. Who is? I will inspire Honu.
Okay. Honu, you're inspired.
Good to know.
And that would be. Are you just going to continue to lay there?
No, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting up.
Okay, yeah. Bit of stuff background as well. Okay, so that is your turn. Gorbag is going to. He looks at you, Owen, and says, I'll go for the hobgoblin. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He seems intimidated by the fact you said if you steal this kill.
well, except my character can't say that. It's a dog.
You give him the evils. He would have missed anyway. Good thing you gave the other guy. Does 8 points of damage. It's just he fires an arrow towards the guy at the back who yelps in pain. Then it is the big man himself. So he is going to do his swing around attack again. So he needs Erwin and Naylin to make dexterity saving throws. Both succeed, so you both take 9 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
You go down. So
Yeah.
Naylin hits the deck. I assume you don't go down, Mr. Direwolf.
Not even close.
Okie dokie. Love a moon druid. And then he is going to. Doesn't like this whole situation, is the issue. I think he's going to stay where he is. He shouts at all of you. They said people would come. They didn't say they were dangerous. And Honu.
I would like to think at this point, during the past maybe few turns, Honu, like a anime, like demon, like shadow seeping out of his shell, stands to his full height and then attacks recklessly at the Goblin King.
Come on. Yes, 20 does it.
Oh,
And 16 points of damage is definitely enough. How do you want to do this?
I would like to, as I slowly increase in size and then take the attack, to aim directly in the soft or weaker structural part of the shield, piercing the shield and his gullet, like simultaneously through the shield, through his chest, out of his back, and as it like passes through his chest, like yank on the chain in such a manner that it forces him towards me and to the ground.
Awesome. Yeah. So you fire your lance forward. There's like 5 impacts as it hits the shield, breaks it, hits the arm. You feel the 2 bones that make up his forearm get like bent outwards, like someone ripping 2 bars in a cage apart. As the lance goes between the 2 of them, hits into his chest. You hear like as it breaks all these ribs on the way up and through into his throat, and then you hear a chunk as it lodges into the stone behind. With one swift yank, he is brought like sliding to his knees in front of you, looks up at you with blood running from every hole that he has, looks up at you with his eyes, like one of them starting to close, and he
I just look
Would you
down
like to
and
say anything to
I just look down and just give that like evil, sinister kind of smirk of "I told you so" kind of thing.
My life for the Black Hand. And is face down in the dirt. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I will come around sort of here. And like I will just almost like proud over this the other is he a hobgoblin? Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a hobgoblin, yeah.
And I say, I've killed your king. Now it's your turn.
His eyes go wide, he mutters something under his breath in goblin.
I can't understand him.
Yeah, he just you get the impression it's something goblinish, something along the lines of "Oh God, oh fuck." Erwin, the big dog. Of course. How do you want to do this
That
to
is
this just regular hobgoblin dude?
Epically finished.
I'm literally, my jaw is going to take over his head and shoulders, lift him up, and flail.
So you see like shoes and like his trousers and his weapons and arrows start getting flung across the back wall of the room as you shake him. It's like in a movie you pick up the kid you're bullying and shake him upside down to get his lunch money out of his pockets. It's like that, but with a lot more blood. As this guy, eventually his legs just become detached from his torso as you just tear away, flinging him to a
I
throat.
just imagine this epic end to a battle where like Hanu's just come over and's like, "You're next," and the camera's just shyly out of shot where you can't see the direwolf, and then the next camera shot is just the direwolf, mouth over the body, and it's just like gone.
Yeah, I picture it like the like in Jurassic World when they see the one that comes out of the water, and it's like right at the very end when it's the T-Rex versus the spooky one, whatever it's called, and they're like duking it out, and eventually they come to a final showdown. The big one just goes like, just bites him, drags him into the water. Yeah, it's just gone. And that is the end of combat. And spoiler alert, the last combat of the dungeon.
Spoilers! Oh my god, there's another door. Come on.
Let's see.
I'm gonna search this room and everything that may be on these people, especially taking more detail on the fucking wizardy magic shaman dude.
Yeah, so you can have a look over. So let me go person by person. Bugbear, nothing interesting. Hobgoblins, nothing interesting. Goblin dog, obviously, nothing interesting. Across the Goblin Shaman and the Bugbear King, however, the Goblin Shaman has all sorts of like spellcasting components. There's like petrified elf hands, and there's like a human tongue that's like on a piece of string around his neck. Random, like really macabre things that you imagine are like goblin-only spells, essentially, because the quote-unquote spells he was casting did not at all seem like normal spells that you've seen, like the sucking his own blood out of his wound and then spitting it out back at you. It was like boiling hot. It's all kinds of weird. You do, however, find that he appears to have a magical necklace, and the Goblin King, Bugbear King, has a magical shield. And in addition, apart from the generic treasure that they have on them, there is also a ring that he has on one of his fingers. As you're like, going through the pockets, seeing what they have on them, you get this necklace, you find a ring on the Bugbear Chief, and it just doesn't come off. Like, doesn't even begin to budge. which is odd.
I take the finger.
Sure, you with like absolutely no difficulty whatsoever. You just like crack off at the base of the knuckle. You see this. It was his pinky finger on his left hand. Has this like black iron ring. Like it's very rough and looks not very well made. You see there are sort of. Have you ever seen like a shoe horse when it's got the nails in it?
Yeah.
And he's got like those little like black squares on the flat side that like they wobble around a little bit. It's got 3 of those around the circumference of the ring.
Okay. I'm not putting it on yet.
Yeah, but you can't get it
Take
off the finger bone.
Good to know.
I will grab the exact text of everything else. What is everyone else doing? I should also note, Naelin's unconscious.
I'm gonna. Oh, go for it.
Oh, healing words.
Okay, healing word. Done. So if you want to roll for that, and Naelin, you're going to get a couple of hit points back and come back to consciousness.
I'm feasting on a hobgoblin.
Leave his ear.
Oh.
Okay, I will bite the head off and chuck it towards you.
Cool. I'm gonna take off all the ears. Does the big dog get anything more? Do you think?
You can very clearly tell that it's the same as a regular goblin dog ear, but it's big. It's twice the size, easily twice the size.
Cool. I've written big dog.
Big.
Wonderful. Otherwise, I'm gonna see where these steps go. Just like sneakily go down.
Sure. So the stairs, they do actually appear to go up and down. Misspoke earlier, but they've very clearly collapsed in both directions. Above, you can see what looks like maybe 15 feet up, the tunnel continues. But if you were to like clamber up there, you get a lift from someone. Maybe use a bit of, like Gorbag comes over and gives you a shoulder up. It goes up like 5-10 feet and then just continues to be collapsed. The same story on the way down. It looks like this. I mean, you can tell this place is dwarven in architecture, very clearly dwarven. The dwarven statues, the fact that it's actually built and not just like a shithole in a cave, implies that it wasn't made by goblins. And there's clearly some more to this complex that even the goblins didn't have access to.
Black Hand. That's Jurassic, isn't it?
Not Well, the current Drassig ruler is let me grab it. Is Neminar Drassig, known as Drassig the Black-Fingered, which is obviously adjacent. The Black Hand, though, you would need to make it would be you or Armandar would make history checks.
Would mine be at disadvantage? Because I have no idea about this.
I'll say yeah, sure, yeah. So 10. Black Hand, I think that's as far as you get. You're like Black Hand, Black Finger. That's clearly, related.
I'm gonna ask. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say your characters make that assumption as you do. So, yeah.
Okay.
As your was that?
I'm gonna write. I've written down Black Hand, and I will put a star next to it because this is important. I just don't know anything yet.
Obviously, there are people in town that you can talk to about it. It's just right this very second you're unclear on the clues.
Oh, guys, I need to go somewhere. I forgot about that. I'll talk to you later about that one.
What are these like weird skeletons, I guess? Or...
So as you approach, you sort of like actually get a real look at the inside of this chamber. You start to have a look up around that way, and they aren't actually skeletons. They are like skeleton patterns in the floor.
Okay.
Where have you seen the atomic burns that places like Hiroshima had, where the shadows of people were burned into buildings because they were vaporized so quickly? They are those. There's 3 person-shaped like lack of burn marks on the floor.
Oh, that's interesting.
So all around them, the floor is there's soot and it's like scorched black, but there's like an outline of where 3 people would have been.
And there's a door in front of them.
There is indeed.
Well,
can we take a rest before we go in?
Yeah, we can do, but I'm assuming there's some sort of trap here.
I'll check for traps.
Sure.
Sleight of hand.
Go for it. So, let's see. As you approach, you get up close to this door and see that there is, it's like almost an angry dwarf's face, very similar to the statue you saw earlier, like the same sort of just flared nostrils, gritted teeth look, very austere. And there are, upon closer inspection, more of those like holes in either side of his mouth and his nose, indicating that something would spray out of them. And just by looking, you can see that very clearly fire will eject out of the out of these holes if you open the door in like the quote unquote the wrong way. But it's unclear what that way is.
Can I try and investigate to see if I can disable it?
Yeah, so that's going to be a thieves tools check, assuming you have thieves tools.
Yeah, I do.
I knew while this is happening would
Oh no!
travel away back and like get the two humans like out of the cage and say, like, obviously let them know we think it's safe now for them to come and join us and
of course,
take rest or whatever.
They come with you. They're very quiet. They like the woman keeps like covering the eyes of the boy as like they go past all these goblin corpses that have had their ears chopped off, like the giant wolf that's like eating a hobgoblin. And they sort of like try and cover their eyes a bit in response to that. But with a 6 with thieves tools, I'll say you don't get like it doesn't spring on you. It doesn't like set the trap off, but you know that you definitely didn't fix that.
Has
Like,
anyone got thieves tools that would like to go?
They can borrow yours. It's just with the proficiencies you need of decent dexterity.
Is anyone any good with thieves tools? Or shall we wait a bit and I'll try again later?
Well, I'll say you can just like keep trying, but if you roll lower than a 6, the door does like you'll set off the trap.
Okay.
You figure out how it works. There's like a counterweight system on the other side, so when the door opens, it like it appears to like pull something down or pull something up. There's like a lever involved, which will like sort of set off bellows that shoot fire into the orifices of the mouth.
Is it very clear which direction like this ejection would point, like which direction it would go?
I'll do like a little thing. It will be something along the lines of that.
Okay, cool.
It's like a big old cone of fire.
Sure. So can I mean, does it look like a wooden door or a stone door? Or...
Stone door, carved to look like a dwarf's angry face.
Okay.
I've got it on my 3rd try, but
okay, yeah. You can be in there for a while as you're like finishing up. Honna, are you gonna go over and try and?
I was gonna try like throwing my lance at the door from a distance to try and set off the trap, but then in turn perhaps disengaging it.
Sweet. So eventually you start like prepping up, and Astrid says, "Oh wait, no, I got it." And you hear like a snip as a counterweight is cancelled and set off. You hear like as some like pressure is released somewhere, and you can have a look on the inside here. That's that. There you go. I think I can skip the doorway. There you go. So you see on the inside, it kind of looks like a boiler cupboard. There's a furnace. There's 2 sets of bellows that like redirect fire, or sort of redirect air into the bellows to make them into the furnace to make it obviously hotter. It appears to have pumps and pipe work going up and down. and then a smaller set of pipework that leads into the door frame itself, which you would recognize as the mechanism to the trap.
This whole room for a trap seems a bit elaborate.
What's in the center?
Either of you can make a just an intelligence check, I guess. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I know quite a lot.
Yeah, sure. So with those two, you get the impression that this is kind of like a central heating system. It's very advanced, but it hasn't been used in a very long time. Like you can almost immediately looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It makes the hot in there, and it makes it go up and down and sideways, and like it's meant to make all these chambers warmer, which would make sense considering it's relatively open plan and there's like very big open rooms. It probably get a bit chilly.
And now, other than this machine, that's all that's in here.
Yeah. Actually, depends if you want to get weird with it.
Yeah, sure.
You can like risk setting it off, but there's enough alchemist fire in the inside the trap itself. You could take 2 flasks full if you succeed on a DC 15 dexterity check.
I'm getting out of that room.
Okay.
I see Astrid
Hey,
eyeing it up. I'm
perfect.
just like, yeah, bye.
Yeah, so you get like a syringe or something. You redirect some of the pressure and like sort of semi set off the trap. Like, you know, when you hold down a big lighter for long enough, it like pulls all the stuff in the thing. And 2 flasks of alchemist fire extracted from the trap. I will say let me see. Just going to check
as well
exactly
as
how
staying
much.
away from Naylin, I'd like to also point out that from now on, currently, I will stay at least 3 meters away from Astrid.
Because she's now explosive. Awesome. Sweet. So you are able to let me just double check. Got all that. You got all that. You do find 160 silver pieces and 32 gold pieces, along with those 2 magic items you found, and the weird ring.
Oh god, how am I adding this on? 6, that's 11. That makes that 13. Which makes that 14. And 32 gold, that is 5, 1, 7. There we go. Cool.
Sweet. And with that, I think now's an appropriate time, as Nick said, it is getting a bit late, for you to finish the dungeon and finally level up to level 3.
Oh my god!
Now you'll get like the really cool shit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I might need to RP some of that shit.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'll say like when you get back to town, if you guys want to do some RP about like leveling up and getting the new abilities and that sort of thing.
Do you want
absolutely
our hit points done now, or?
Yeah, we'll do them now just so we don't have to worry about rerolls and that sort of thing. So you can take the average or roll, and there you go. Yeah, nice.
Oh,
7
no,
out of 8.
the archetype. That's so annoying.
Say
How
again?
do I do that?
Are you using character master by any chance?
Yeah.
If you want, I can, because I've got it all on the Word document of nice, so I can put it down. I'll do it if you want, like all the text boxes and shit, because I've got it copy and pasted.
Sneak attack was that? Fuck I.
It doubles, in fact.
Hell yeah. Cool.
I mean, yeah.
It's respectable. It's effectively 16 most of the time.
I'm assuming seeing as we're leveling up, we're taking a long rest as well.
I would assume that you guys are feeling a bit rough and want to take a long rest, yeah.
Right. I will sort out my level 2, my level 3 stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, feel free. Feel free.
I've done
Yeah.
my hit points.
Yeah, we've got a while, and I do kind of want to do like a next session at the start of it, talk about what everyone got as their new level up, because I know some people got some pretty cool shit, and the spellcasters got new spell levels, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, that would have been worse.
Yeah.
It's fine. No, I'm happy with the 8.
Sweet. So if that's cool with everyone, then I'll see you next week for the
Thank you very
definitely not furry RP that I'm undertaking in. I like cats markedly less now. I was playing Divinity Original Sin earlier, and a black cat came up to me, and I thought, fuck off. On reflex, I didn't like it. Because it was spoken to human voice as well. It freaked me out.
I re-listened to the session from last week and wanted to tear my eyes out. It was no.
I didn't sleep very well afterwards, I'll be honest.
Yeah, not good.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, everyone. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you next week.
See ya.
See
See
you
you.
next week, guys.